Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man proudly presents Say What. It's your boy LR bringing you the best of content and have an incredible panel tonight. It's going to be a good one, but I just want to speak right off the top, and I'm going to keep it brief. Again, this is a community where we welcome everybody, all shapes and sizes, and we all fellowship here. We create a positive community. We want a positive atmosphere. Again, all things are subjective, and all opinions are welcomed. With that basically being said, we present content. We give you all the information, the required information when it comes to collecting, when it comes to new releases, new reveals. Our job is to basically give you as much info as we possibly can. Okay? We can't tell you what you can or cannot buy. We are not here to basically hold your hands and tell you this is what you should buy. We can't make those decisions for you. We can provide the content that you need to formulate your own opinion. With that said, I must say right off the top, none of us, at least that I know of, none of us are of a higher stature to the point that we are rich above everyone else. We buy just as well as everybody else. Some of us are working citizens just like all of you. And we choose to spend our money the way we spend it. With that basically being said, there were some comments because of last week's stream, last Thursday's streams. There were some comments that were actually under that stream that were completely ill-advised, and at the same time, it would be considered bullying. Again, understanding where you sit, because we have actually gotten past a terrible year. It was an economic disaster last year. And I know that some people choose to save and they want to save money. You know, they want to buy, but they want to purchase smartly, in a sense. Understanding that it still doesn't give you a place or room to judge anyone's character or to challenge anyone's integrity. That right there is not allowed. And it is a form of cyberbullying. What I saw under that, as far as the comments, opinions are always welcome. But anytime you bash a person, and you bully a person when you don't really know that individual, that's not allowed. And that kind of hurts. And I can see where that person can stand. I'm trying to basically play both sides here, understanding the consumer, but also understanding the content creator. Again, we are here because we all want to fellowship and we all want to come together because we love collecting. We all do. We love collecting. It's an escape, away from all the shit that we deal with on a daily basis outside of this community. So we want to keep this a community outside of the politics. With that being said, again, the bullying has to stop. It has to. Now, I contemplated stopping my channel because of this, but I said, fuck that. The reason why is because I'm here for a reason, and I'm here to touch people who do welcome this content, who do want peace, who want harmony, and they want to have fun. We all collect toys, okay? Remember that. Toys, figures that we love. It's a bit of nostalgia, Again, all things subjective, but we welcome you all. With that said, again, the bullying has to stop. If it continues, there will be certain people that will be, and I've seen it, there will be people that will be removed. Now, again, your opinions are welcomed, but if you start bashing people, that's not allowed, okay? Again, I just wanted to say that off the top because, come on, it has to stop. Again, we're going to have a great show tonight. I welcome you all. So glad that everyone's actually here. I do have an amazing panel. Let's begin the show. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing, man?
Good, man. Happy to be here.
I just want to personally corroborate what Lael just said. He has reached out and touched me. So just
and I'm rich in personality.
That's true.
There you go.
And good looks, Rob, of course.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You
too.
know what?
Thanks, man.
You're the sexiest
Exactly.
of us all, though. Come on now.
No. That's you, Rob.
No. I'm the oldest.
Okay. So,
Sexiest.
So before I address the chat, we're going to actually, and before I address all the amazing gentlemen here, we have Justin, the guy here. Justin, I want to say, off the back, bro, and I know like you've received a lot of accolades, and I know that Rob has, come on, man, Rob's the guy. He's fond of everything, but you haven't really heard it from my perspective, I want to say that I appreciate all the content that you continue to deliver on a daily basis. Okay, that you've taken your time out on a daily basis to give us great content, great reviews, stuff that you don't really have to do, to give us the detail that we do require. And I thank you for that, bro, because I mean, there's not too many people out there that do what you do. And if you weren't around, I'm pretty sure you would be well missed. So again, thank you for the content that you give us. Thank you for the space that you've created for people like me to do what I do. So I do appreciate that. And you are welcomed here anytime. If Justin says at 3 o'clock in the morning, Lael, wake your ass up, let's go live, I will go live just for you because I appreciate everything that you've done. So anyway, I know that you wanted to speak, so I want to give you that space to speak, bro.
Also, thank you for trying to educate Will on ramen.
I educated him, I think, actually.
Wow.
So it was
okay. Well, no comment on the ramen thing. You'll have to. The ramen debate rages on. You'll have to check the next podcast episode for that. But yeah, I just wanted to apologize specifically to Will because last week, nothing that we said was intended as an attack towards anyone specifically. I was just saying that I personally didn't really love, or don't still love, the whole price debate because immediately, and Will and I spoke about this yesterday, as soon as something is announced, the first thing people don't speak about isn't the sculpt. It's not the accessories. It's not the release date. It's not how good or bad the figure looks. It's, oh, I wonder how much this is going to cost. Oh, this is too expensive. And that's where my frustration was coming from, that I wanted to stop talking about that and I wanted to start talking about the stuff that I just mentioned. How good is the head sculpt? How good are the accessories? I can't believe we're getting this character. I just felt that we were starting to miss that side of it. We were just focusing on the price all the time, and that's what I wanted to get away from. But I understand. I saw the comments. People said that the price is still the number one thing for them. So I wanted to apologize to Will, first of all, because I saw a ton of comments saying Team Will. By the way, we're all on the same team. We're on Team Collectors. So
exactly.
It's not a Team Will, a Team Justin, a Team Brendan, a Team Lael, Team Rob. We're all Team Collectors.
So Team Brendan does have a nice ring to it.
Wow.
Not going to lie.
Go ahead, Justin.
Anyway.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, so what my solution is to this is, and I spoke to Will about this yesterday, whenever price comes up, because it is so important to a lot of people to discuss, and I don't want to not talk about it because I am rich, okay? I'm not rich. Yes, I put money into my collection, but I also get money out of my collection. It's an investment because I have my channel. So I put money in, and sometimes I get money back out. So it's not like I'm sitting here counting my, $100 bills, sitting here being a millionaire.
Yourself, homeboy. Come on.
Yeah, I
Making
wish
it
I
rain.
was. Yeah, exactly. Just sitting in the collection room,
Yeah.
I wish I was,
Ramen and
but
money.
I'm not.
Scrooge McDuck.
Correct. So I do have a budget, same as everyone else. I have a monthly budget. It's put in a separate account. That's what I buy my figures and statues from. Yes, I get some stuff as promotional samples. Absolutely. And I tell you in the reviews, hey, this is from 3-0, this is from Asmus, this is from Star Ray, this is from whoever I get the promotional samples from. So some people said, oh, what, he gets free stuff sometimes. Why is he talking about how we shouldn't discuss price? Okay, yes. If you don't think that I am equipped enough to say that we shouldn't be discussing price, totally understand. And, by the way, the whole underpinning of my thing last week was I don't want to discuss price. Me. I think I'm tired of it. And I don't want to. If you want to discuss it, hey, go ahead. You discuss it amongst yourselves. But I personally was just tired of doing it. So, my solution is this. Whenever price becomes a thing and becomes a topic, and I don't really like discussing it because I just want to talk about the art. I just want to talk about the figure itself, right? That's all that I care about. We've all had that one figure, that money, no object figure that, oh, if they announce this, I want to buy that. No matter how much it costs, that's what I'm going to buy. And call it ridiculous, but I kind of feel that way about most things. If it's something that truly speaks to me and I truly want, like a Prime 1 Studio tactical suit Batman that I bought, right? That is incredibly expensive. And some people would have been saying, oh, it's not worth that price because it's just, museum pose, blah, blah, whatever. But I don't care. It's the artistry that I care about, and that's what I was buying. I wasn't investing for the long term or anything like that. So my solution is, whenever price comes up, I'm just going to be quiet, sit there, shut up, not say anything, and people you discuss, you can complain that it's too expensive, you can go on about it ad nauseum about how expensive things are getting and that it's ridiculous and blah blah. Now I will just sit there and I will be quiet and I will say nothing, because it seems like there is no place for not discussing it. So even though I think it's largely irrelevant because things cost what they cost, whether we complain about it or not. I mean, if we complain about it, it's not like it's going to go down, right? No, it's going to stay where it is. So we're just putting that negative energy out there just for the sake of it. Like, nothing is going to happen because of it. The only thing that can change the price is if you just don't buy it. Mm-hmm. If nobody buys it, then the price will get adjusted. But if we're sitting here clicking buy, but then complaining about it later, that's just, it's not going to do it.
We're perpetuating it.
Correct. It's just, I don't, when I do these streams, when I come online, I don't like to, there's enough negativity in the real world, right? Mm-hmm. There's stuff that's happening to people getting sick, obviously, COVID, etc. I just don't like to then have all this negative stuff in the real world and then come online and then, hey, you know what? Today we're going to spend an hour complaining about how expensive stuff is.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. But we're forgetting about the art itself. We're forgetting about the thing. Let's just get back to talking about the thing. So my solution is, I'm just going to shut up. I'm going to sit there. Otherwise, plan B, if the comments are just as awful as they were last week, I totally understand. You don't want to hear from me. I will just not stream anymore. That is absolutely fine. That is my plan B. So if you're not happy with my solution, I love the streams, but I am perfectly happy for my own sanity to not be spoken about in the way that I was spoken about, because I just want to go about my life. I just want to go about my business. I want to have fun reviewing figures. I'm not really interested in being called the things that I was called and things said about me the way they were, just because I personally didn't want to talk about price anymore.
Yeah.
I wasn't attacking anyone's personality. I wasn't attacking anyone personally. I was just saying that I don't really feel like that is, for me at least, something that I would like to continue doing. So those are my two options. Either I just shut up and sit there and say nothing, or I just do not stream anymore. So two sides. Don't let me know.
Exactly. After tonight, literally, there's no more discussion about price, period. I mean, I'm just not going to allow it here. I'm just saying, just
Will sitting there
well,
like,
listen. I'm saying that for a specific reason. We can discuss price, but when it becomes challenging, when it becomes one of those things, having a debate, and I don't mind that. And I don't mind having a discussion about, okay, wait, well, we feel as though this price is too high, so I may not buy it. That's fine. But if it turns into if it turns into what it turned into last, and on top of that, I do want to say this: we are not here, and we're not here to call you stupid, morons, or whatever. We're not here. That's not allowed on the show anymore. So I'm not here to challenge anybody out there and call you stupid and say that. No, we're not doing that. But we're also not here to hold your hands. Literally, we're not. That's not our space. Is to hold your hands and tell you what you can and cannot do. If you want to call us, the thing is, technically, if you want to say we're enabling you, you enabled yourself when you watched the show, plain and simple, because you wanted to know what was out there. Now, we can only tell you what's out there. Again, we cannot tell you what to buy and what you should purchase. If we're going to talk about, the thing is, if we want to talk about price, we're going to talk about it as constructively as we can, not when it's bullshit. That shit I won't allow. And I'm going to go back through that stream and I'm deleting a lot of stuff because it's well within my power to do so, because it was ignorant and it was rude. We all love Will. We value Will's opinion. We love Will. We value Will's opinion. That's why I give him a segment every time we have it, because we do value it. As much as we may joke, the shit makes sense. And he's taking time out of it. He's taking his own time out of his day to put this together. So this is what we're trying to bring to you and create a positive atmosphere and watch Rob drink. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what we want. Yeah.
This is an alcoholic.
Shit face.
I know. Anyway, Justin, I'm glad that you
I'm
said
jealous,
that.
Rob. I would really
Thank
love
you.
to have a cold beer in my hand.
I'm
right
so
now.
glad you had your space. Now, on to the show. Can you give us some good news? Because you said you got some news
Yeah.
that you want to share.
Yes,
Because give
yes,
us some
yes.
good news.
So I'm-
Somebody said, let's get on the toys. So this is where we're going. We're going to start
Yes,
talking about some toys. Let's go.
Let's talk about the toys. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to go in 15 minutes because I'm finally getting a haircut after 262 days. So I apologize, but I will leave you with some
That's a long
very.
time.
I know it's a very long. The hair is also very long. I will leave you with some good news. So I was contacted by my usual source, who, his timing is not always great. He's like, "Oh, it'll be out tomorrow," and then it comes out like 5 days after. But the product itself is usually right. So I'm not going to give you a time frame, a specific time, even though he did tell me, but he's usually not correct. So I'm not going to tell you a day. But next week, so I've left it broad. Next week, apparently there will be 3 releases.
Wow.
And Will and I kind of spoke about this. It's not Pennywise. Just
Damn it.
Oh,
Damn it.
come
Yeah,
on
I
now.
know. I know.
Jazz
right.
and- we
With
were
all
both
that
excited,
build
bro.
up,
Rob,
now I'm
too.
totally
Yeah.
deflated.
I know. Just
No,
don't
well,
even
there's
bother
still
sharing the
3
rest, dude.
things. There's still
Okay.
3 things.
Let's
All
go.
3
Will and I
people
will
who
complain-
pre-ordered Pennywise are heartbroken right now.
Yeah,
So-
unfortunately, and they're all Will. Yes, the 3 figures that are coming. Will and I were talking about this in the podcast, and I said, "Oh, I reckon they're going to get out a bunch of troopers because they're low volume. Not a ton of people order the troopers. They want to, get them out and then move on with the meat, right? The Batgirls and all them." Well, it turns out there is a trooper coming next week, and it is the Short Trooper Grunt.
Okay.
Yes. So another Short Trooper.
We're all like, yep.
Yeah.
It's not Pennywise, but it's good.
Are excited about that. Their second one is apparently, and that's why he's here, the CW Flash. So finally, the 5 people. Well, 5 people.
This is
who
a terrible
ordered,
week so far, Justin. I have nothing to look forward to.
CW. I don't think it's going to get much better. To be
Damn it.
honest. The last one, Brendan, you may rejoice because finally, Toy Fair exclusive 2021 is happening in 2021.
Christ.
The Cyborg Spidey will be apparently the
Worst
third.
week ever.
Yeah, I knew Will was gonna be.
Dang.
Unfortunately,
There's no
we can't all
Loki.
have.
There's no Pennywise. Like, this is the worst week.
There's no golden armor Wonder Woman, but we
Right.
can't all. We can't always have a cracker of a week. Maybe next week, the week.
I hope
after
your
starts.
source is wrong. He's-
Hey, Flash
Me too.
and Cyborg Spidey, I'll take it. That's a good week for me.
I am. Yeah, those 2 specifically, I'm excited about. I literally just reviewed a Short Trooper, so I'm not overly hyped for Short Trooper. I love my troopers. You all know this. So we'll see if it's insanely different. Then yeah, I'm going to be super happy. If it comes with that sand display base, though, if it comes with that sand.
I mean,
footprint
it probably
display
will.
base-
It like.
Oh my! I'm going to check right
it's-
now. I
it's-
wonder if it does.
So wait,
Oh my
let me get
God.
this straight. What's the third one you said here? I got.
Cyborg Spidey from
Cyborg
the
Spidey.
PS
The Toy Fair
game.
exclusive.
How
for the
did that
summer.
come so quickly, though? Do you think?
The
Toys
Toy Fair
Fair.
Toy Fair
exclusive. It's
exclusive.
supposed to.
Oh, is that okay?
Just like the
Yeah.
armor and the Neon Tech Mark 50 was it, and then
Anyone gonna get that Cyborg Spidey?
Just
hell,
Brandon.
Of course.
yeah.
Of course. And
Justin and I have
yeah.
been waiting for that, both of us.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It's a cool looking figure. It
I
is, it
love
is.
the style of it. I love that that nod to Deathlock. I loved the old school Spidey Deathlock storyline that Cyborg Spidey
That
came
is
out of from
cool.
the comics. So for me,
Oh, it isn't the
it's the
sand
nostalgia
base.
from the
It isn't.
comics that makes me so excited for it.
You said what is it?
The sand base. It is
Oh,
the Death
wow.
Star base, just the regular Imperial flooring.
Oh
which, you
yeah,
know what?
yeah, that's right.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. So anyway, those are the 3 apparently coming next week. I
Okay.
decided. So recently, I've stopped including third-party figures in my Hot Toys reviews, and I don't. I thought that I would do that just in case one day Hot Toys wanted to work with me. But with the way things are going, the situation with Sideshow, I don't think that is ever going to happen. So I'm pretty sure that I will be bringing back third-party figures into my official figure reviews. So I will be potentially comparing the Arrow to that Flash. I will be potentially comparing this Flash to the Hot Toys one, and the Zoom that they made, that So Toys made. I will potentially be doing that again. So a lot of people said, why don't you compare the 3-0 Power Rangers to the Ace Toys Power Rangers and stuff like that? I just felt it wasn't necessarily fair to the official companies to be doing that. But just because there is so much spice going on right now.
You sure you don't want to wait until after your powwow with Howard?
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Yo,
he broke into buying all this
$4.99. This super chat was too damn expensive.
I saw that when he posted. I was waiting for you to get to it, man.
I'm about to.
Where's Lynch?
I'm about to get to him because I want to get to everybody here, but I wanted to give Justin his space real quick because I know he has to go soon.
Yes, I do.
Justin, you're gonna miss the segment, dude. I don't.
No. Will. I'm gonna be the hit. It's a barber. It's gonna be quick. So,
he's going to come back.
Okay.
And he'll come back.
Really
half an hour
quick,
haircut.
Yeah.
And he'll be back.
I'll be back maybe in an hour. So you'll probably still be going an hour and 20. You'll go for longer than that. Come on now.
Yeah.
So
come on, man. Come on.
That's what she said.
When Lael and Rob are on it, of course it's going to go longer than that.
Well, I have to leave early
and you too, Brendan.
I'll see how long I can stay.
Brendan, like 2 hours of it is you.
Damn.
Oh, man.
2 hours of this is you, Brendan.
It's like 2.5, something like that.
I'm exhausted, man. I'm ready to fall over and go to sleep.
Watch, we'll see. They go Lynch.
Did Lynch drop a super chat?
Yeah, he did. We're going to read it.
God.
We're going to go through all the super chats because I want to address the chat. I didn't actually get a chance to do that, but I wanted to do that after Justin had his space. So we'll see you when you get back, bro. Like, you know what I mean? When you come back, yeah, we'll see you when you get back, and hopefully you'll get back before. We'll delay. We'll try to delay Will's segment.
I'll keep you updated on Messenger. Will. I'll let you know how the haircut. I'll send you a couple pics. I'll let you know how the haircut's going.
Yeah, send me a pic. I'm gonna share it with the group. I'll put it in the segment if you want.
You're gonna send me pictures of your haircut. I feel like you guys have gotten so really close really fast, and it's
Justin sent me one pic one time. He was him in his car. He was just like a selfie, and I was like, nice.
Over the baller jacket. I know you haven't seen it, but they just take the razor and just shave your entire head. Marine style.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Is.
It's just all gone. I really don't know how to describe whenever I go to a hairdresser. Like for some reason, I always go to the same guy, but he just forgets like my usual thing because I go like the intervals are so huge, like 3 to 4 months between each haircut. So every time I have to show this horrible photo that I have on LinkedIn of like how I want my hair to be, I'm like, just do it like this. And it's like, oh, okay. Like you show me a picture of yourself, are you? Like, yeah, just do it like that.
Justin's gonna come back looking like Matthew McConaughey. We're gonna be like, yo, who is this?
Well, I'm wearing the headphones,
Matthew
so you can't really
McConaughey.
see anyway.
Yo, okay, all right, man. But
anyway.
yeah, will you see when you get back, man?
Yes, sir. I shall see you all then.
Be safe. Don't let him cut your ear, dude.
Yeah, don't let him cut your ears, bro.
Stay still. Super still.
Well, don't be like that. I've
don't let him cut.
So have I.
Tell him you don't want to shave. You want the peach fuzz to grow in.
Mine's a little long right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. Don't cut it.
I should have got rid of it. Anyway, I will chat to you all when I am back. You all should still be here, I hope. So I'll see
Like,
you.
All right, cool, man.
And subscribe. Catch you in the next video.
All right, so let me adjust the chat real quick, and then we'll jump into it. We have Ashley Chase in the building. Thank you for coming through. Ryan R is in the building. Thank you for that. S Beam is in this building. We have Lynch Design as always. Thank you, guys, for coming through. We have Dakinator the third or 3 in the building. Thank you for that. Dave C. We have Loco Lou in the building. Joe Mama 007's in the building. Thank you for coming through. We have a super chat from Lynch Design. I think most of us are adults here. All of you bust your butts so we can escape the real world. We thank all of you for everything that you do. I hope the negativity can stop and we all can get back to what we love. Number one, love. Exactly. One love. Definitely. Let's see who else we have here. William Owens in the building. We have Brian Hepburn. Tobar's in the building. We have Mike Fiella. Let's see here. S Beam is in the building. Johnny Storm, number 4, is in that building. Let's see here. Philip the Fool is here. We have Brian Hepburn. Iron Logan is here. We have Toy Box in the building. Simon is here. Let's see here. We have a super chat from Articulate Photography, $5. Left field questions for Justin. Are you getting the Zen creation Gara?
The one question none of us can answer.
Exactly right. Thank you for coming through.
I'll message him.
We have Mark Hansen here, so thank you for coming through. We have, let's see here, Angels in the building. We have, he said the Dakinator. We have Jazzy's in here. Let me see. Justin Moffett is here. Badfish 5447. Link is here. Let's see here. 6 Scale Reviews. Thank you for coming through as always. We have my boy Malachi Mabane. We had a super chat from Malachi that I'll read in a second. Tamar Baines is here. We have Luminara 843. Thank you for coming through. John Doe is here. Ashley Chase. Let's see here. And we have this guy, Jetta Patrol. Again, that super chat. This super chat was so damn expensive.
By the way, Leo, for that super chat, I did ask Justin. He said, "What the heck is that?" So I'm assuming that's a no. I'll say no.
He said no. Let's see here. Yuli second kid is here. Let's see who else we have. This is going to be hard for me. Okay, CJFX or FC for life. Thank you for coming through. Let's see here. Again, we got that super chat from Malachi. He said, "Peace and love to family. Please keep this bully-free zone. It's about fun, figs, and pop culture. I dig this channel and panel." Thank you for that, man. We do appreciate that. We have a $2 super chat from, "Hey guys, nicely said, Lael. How are you guys?" Thank you for that, Big Collector. I think Big Collector's supposed to be on tonight. He wanted to come in and say a few things, so I don't know. Well, he'll probably drop by. We got Sunamo09 in the building. Let me see here. Ryan Kirkwood is here. Thank you for coming through, Ryan Kirkwood. There you go. Yes, we got Rod Costa 16 New Zealand is here. She said, "Hi, Will." Everybody's just hi, Will. They just love some Will. Everybody just loves.
I got more love.
Will.
Yeah,
Everybody loves Will. We got a super chat from she said, "Hi, gents. Hello, everyone." And yeah, that's what we got. So thanks everybody for tuning in. It's going to be a great show tonight. It's always a great show when we got Robert Meyer Burnett in here, and
That's true.
you know the smooth MFer he is. Oh we got baby my lady in here. We got Toya T is in the building. Thank you for coming through, baby, as always. But yes, guys, I'm just going to do this real quick because while it's silent, I just want to do this real quick, and we're just going to jump into this right away because I know my man Rob is happy about this. Sent it to him last night, and he almost pissed himself.
Dude.
Let's go. Infinity Ultron
Dude,
is on the
come
board.
man. I mean, you know,
Rob, go ahead,
bro.
bro.
I talked about this. I said how much I wanted it. This exceeded all of my expectations. When I saw it, I did. I quoted the Lonely Island, the song from the Saturday Night Live sketch. I did jizz in my pants when I saw this. And by the way, the flip up with the Vision face.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, everything about this now is. Someone said this is diecast. This can't.
Yes,
be
it is.
It is.
It says diecast.
It says diecast.
Yep,
Oh
it's
my
diecast.
Yeah, it is diecast.
good
Yeah, it
God.
is.
Yes.
Really? Well,
Yes.
I'll tell you. That means it. That means it's not gonna be cheap.
No, it's
Oh, no.
not going to be
It's-
cheap.
But I will
$4.25?
tell you this. I will make the point that I will always make. It's valuable to me.
Exactly.
So I personally don't care how much it's going to cost. I'm going to buy this figure.
Exactly.
And if I have to put it on layaway or layaway for a long time, I will.
Exactly.
Because I don't
Exactly.
care. I mean,
Exactly.
this is a figure that I want. You know, it's very funny. I've always thought as a collector, because it comes up our whole lives. It really comes down to, is something valuable to you? And as somebody who's sold like comic books, something's only as valuable as there's a market for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. That's all that matters. If it matters to you, like this figure, if this figure costs $700, I'd buy it. I mean, I would buy it. It might take me a while to get there.
To pay
you
it
know,
off, yeah.
I might make my little layaway plan, go to Toys Wonderland and make it 18 months. You know, whatever. But I wanted this figure so bad, and this figure exceeded all of my expectations, and I cannot wait to get it.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I just, it was the one thing, like, I've been really surprised by the What If line. You know, the Hydra Stomper's really cool, and the Steve
Yes.
Rogers. I mean,
Yes.
I really like the Captain,
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter. I mean, I really like that figure. I like the, there's another figure they did that I liked. And I like
The spider. It's the hunter. The Spider-Man
zombie
zombie hunter.
Spider. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. And even
And,
the other
yeah.
figures they're doing, like the Doctor Strange, which isn't part of this, but the Iron Strange figure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All of these sort of alternate
love the Iron
universe.
Strange.
I love it too, and they can all kind of go together. Sort of the alternate universe or what if line. You can mix and match them, and and Ultron will preside over them all. But I saw this and I was like, this is something I actually hoped that they would do, and obviously they thought about this as well. I clearly wasn't the only one because they had to prototype this up and make it, and I was really excited. Now the real question I have is, Ryan Kirkwood, are they going to put this online? Is this already on display at Secret Base? Like, do they have a prototype in Hong Kong?
I don't know. I'm guessing it would be.
Ryan, I don't mean to be pushy, but get your ass down and take some pictures, bro.
Come on, bro.
I need to
We
see
do
this
need it.
figure and all. What I want to see is because I love the first Ultron figure. I know not many people bought it or cared, but I want to see how tall it is, like
Compared to this,
compared to the
yeah.
figures and stuff. But this just looks like a beautifully conceived of. I know people will be like, well, why does he need a weapon if he has all the Infinity Stones? Who cares? He has a
Yeah.
weapon,
Yeah.
and it
Looks
looks. I think this looks
badass.
great.
Yeah.
It's badass.
Yeah, it is. Like just the light up features, the flip up head sculpt. I mean, yeah, this right here. It surprised the hell out of me. Will, you sent it to me first.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, that's
at
just
that.
bomb diggity.
I was
Look
surprised
at
that they included that. That was,
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so cool. And
Yeah.
I want to do a display where my original Ultron's like looking and I'm going, God, how come I can't be like you? Like, what's up?
Yeah. And you know what? Now I'm hoping that they do. Now that we got this version, I hope they give us a zombie Scarlet. I mean, a zombie Scarlet Witch. Yeah. I hope they give it to us because it would just be an amazing juxtaposition with that. But
Also, I need a Watcher.
yeah,
Watcher.
we need Whaaat too.
Yeah,
We definitely,
that's the other thing that I really want.
yeah,
know.
that's what we definitely need. And the thing is, it's crazy because I knew it once we got that Cos baby. I was like, yeah, we're gonna. Did we get a Cos baby or Whaaat too?
Man.
Dude,
I
you
don't think
called it, Lael. You said if they make a Cos baby, they're going to drop the figure, and they did.
More
And
often
they
than
dropped
not,
this.
that proves true. Yeah.
Yeah, in most cases, in this, because
Except
they,
for the
like
new
I said,
X-Men.
it was how quickly did they release the Cos baby on this. I was like, yeah, it's they're going to do it. Like there's no question.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when, and they did it. And I am extremely happy about this piece. It for me, it's look, it's expensive, yes, indeed. But if it's die cast and it's beautifully made and it does have these light up features and it gives you that head sculpt, it's worth it to me. It is.
me too.
It's highly worth it to me. It looks like the cape is going to have some wiring in it. But Will,
Yeah.
I'm interested in hearing your view on this, buddy.
Dude, I actually really like this figure. I think
Good.
it looks great. You and Rob were the first two people I thought of when I saw this. Actually, I think Anthony 6 Scale Mafia sent it over to me originally, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I think Justin and I were still like finishing up Figures and Flicks recording, and he sent me this, and I was like, "Oh man, Lael is gonna be so happy." So
Yeah.
I was actually smiling because I knew Lael, you and Rob both were gonna be very thrilled with this. So
Yo, I sent it to Rob, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Wait, is this a joke? Is this for real?"
I thought he was. I thought he
Photoshop.
was pulling my leg. I really did. I was like, "Come on, man!" I mean, because it's like we've been talking about this, and there it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
I thought someone mocked it up,
yeah, bro.
and then you're like, "Nope."
I was
Yeah.
waiting. See, I knew Brendan was up, so I knew he was going to be up and he was going to see it. Come on, he's going to get the notification. So I was like, let me send this
texted
to
you
Rob.
As soon as that shit, yeah, I
Yup.
texted you right away.
I was like, let me send this shit to Rob. So I needed
Yeah.
to get, but yeah. Well, what were you saying?
So yeah, I think this looks really great, and I actually think the price is reasonable for this. I do like because
Have they
it's
quoted a price yet?
yeah,
425. Yeah.
425.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, and he's like 15 inches tall, so he's pretty big. He's also
that's-
die cast. He has a lot of light up features. Like
Yeah,
that.
I mean that's your standard price.
Yeah,
for that.
for a die cast, I think this is pretty reasonable. And, like,
Especially
the
the
fa-
size of him. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the size of him and the fact that his actual faceplate opens up, like you guys were showing us.
Yeah,
there. So,
and
like,
there's a lot of
yeah.
engineering. This isn't like they
Yeah.
can throw another body. This whole thing has to be
And that
engineered.
sword, man, is huge.
Huge.
Like,
Yeah.
it really is. Like, and this is a really cool figure. I need to finish What If. I think I only watched like 4 or 5 episodes of it, and I haven't finished the rest of it. So I don't know if I'll get this or not, but I do think this looks really good. Like, I'm very happy for you guys because I think this is a really cool looking figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I do feel like the price is right on this one. It's reasonable. So, and I'm surprised it got made at all, to be honest. But
Me too.
Me too.
But that's why when it was announced, I was so excited for you guys because I was like, man, this is fucking sick. Like, this is a cool looking figure. It's probably not for me, but it's for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are gonna be very happy with this.
Oh heck yeah, bro! Like heck yeah,
It's so unique looking.
It is, and that's the thing. The innovation with this piece is amazing, bro. Like, it was. I didn't. Again, it was unexpected when you sent it to me. I was like, "Get the f out!" And you know, when you sent it to me, I had to go straight to the Facebook page, the Hot Toys page, just to kind of fill it out and see, what it was all about. But man, like, yeah, it was just a no-brainer. Brendan, yeah, bro, because I knew it. I felt you. I was like, yo, he's. I sensed that I was like, yo, he's probably sitting there butt tingling and everything. He's like, yo.
Butt tingling. He was butt naked, no doubt about it.
He was butt naked, and his butt was tingling when he saw it.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Man, I saw this and I was super psyched because if they were only going to do one other figure from What If, I was hoping it was going to be this one just because it's just so damn different than anything we've had. It's so... This is what If is about. Like, that is just the epitome of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if this means that the floodgates are open and that anything is fair game in What If, or if this was like their finale, at least for the first season, because they did say it's the first season of What If, so I think we're getting more next year.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this was like the grand finale for these What If releases, at least from the first season, and we're not getting anything after this, or if we do have more on the horizon. So only time will tell. I'm super excited about this one, though. I love it. I missed out on the original Ultron, which obviously is different, than this.
Is that a valuable figure now?
I don't think so. No.
No, it's universally loathed.
It's pretty cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it loathed?
I think the
I
eyes.
haven't had it myself, but people have told me that it's just flimsy, that it doesn't hold up well. I don't know. But I've never actually seen it in person myself, so I have no idea. Because the pictures all looked great to me. I was like, oh, that
I really like
cool.
it.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if it was. I don't know how much of the hate for that figure is really for the figure or for the movie. The
movie gets better every time I see it too. It's aged really well, I think.
I actually really like Age of Ultron.
Me too.
I know some people are not fans, but it is what it is. No, I absolutely am on board for this. All I'll say regarding the price is it didn't price me out. It's something that I'm willing to pay to get this in my collection because, like you said, Rob, it has value to me. Whatever anybody else wants to do, that's within their purview. But for me, it's coming home to my collection. It's gonna find a place in these Modra cases.
To me, that's what it's always been about. Philosophically, the value of anything, any collectible, should only be between you as a collector and whatever it is you want.
Exactly.
I mean that's the thing. It's like you know what? I would kill for Hot Toys to make 6-scale figures from Highlander. I'm sure there are other people who would like that too, but probably nowhere near as many as you'd get for Star Wars and Marvel and stuff. But to me, I would pay through the nose to get a Kurgan and a Connor McLeod and a Ramirez. So it's just about what you love. It's about what you have nostalgia for. It's about what you like to read, for comic books and what you like to watch for TV and movies, and just buy whatever you like and you think you can afford, and that's it. So
I do think, not to harp on the price issue, but I do find it interesting that our collectible market, when you start talking about like what Prime One is doing, and obviously there are collectors items that have gone up in price into the thousands of dollars range, and that was something that we didn't see 5 or 10 years ago, not usually.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think you look at those. I'm not a statue collector, but when I look at those things, I'm like, my God, they don't make many of them, and the time it takes to sculpt and figure out like what is the statue going to be. I mean, it's why they are priced at how they're priced, and I definitely think they're worth it. I just don't collect statues.
Exactly.
But it's like, and if you do think that it's worth it for you, here's the thing: it's not like, oh, I don't care about the price. I'm buying that, and I'm buying everything else. You, like we all do, you budget and you prioritize things. Be like, you know what? All right, I really want this in my collection, and that costs a little bit more. So maybe I'm going to scale back over here. I'm not going to pick that thing up that I was on the fence about, or or like, okay, I can budget for this. Me, I know that there aren't going to be a ton of people getting it. For one, they're making a very small number of them. But I pre-ordered that that Queen Studios half-scale Endgame cap, and I can't wait for it. It is expensive. I am putting money aside every month for that specifically, so that I know I've got that budgeted out. And it's like, you know what, maybe, you know what, I would like to pick that up, but I don't absolutely need it. And so I'm going to hold off on picking that up, and I'm going to put that money into the cap fund, and a year, 18 months from now when that comes out, it's all squared away. So it's about prioritizing what you want in your collection. And if you absolutely love Ultron, if Age of Ultron, the movie, but even the comic book storylines and the history of that character are so important to you, and you grew up reading it and you love that, then you want this, and the price for this seems like a bargain. Okay, it's just about personal value, what you want. It doesn't matter what anybody else is willing to pay. It only matters what you're willing to pay. That's it.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I think the way these what you can put $20-$30 away a month now for something like this.
Yeah, payment plans are great.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. People don't realize. It's like, dude, you can just, like, if you can't just take $20 out of your account every month, just go to the ATM, $20, take it, put it in an envelope, put it under your mattress or something. Just do that once a month or something, and then at the end of that time, when that figure drops, you've got the money right there. And if you can't do something like that, then you should probably be reconsidering your spending priorities for your collection. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's pretty much that simple.
Yeah. Leo, that picture you showed, that pose looked really good. That one of with the sword out, him
So good.
Oh my god, dude, that one almost sold me on the figure. Honestly, like in terms of
it's going to sell you.
Wait till you come up with it. Wait till you watch the last 2 episodes of What If.
Yeah, if I start, because Rob, I couldn't really get into What If.
Oh, you haven't seen?
No, I haven't seen this Ultron stuff yet. So like, I've only seen like the first 4.
Actually, just watch the last 3 episodes with Bro Hulk or Bro Thor.
Bro Thor.
Party Thor.
I think the last one I watched, Rob, was maybe the Doctor Strange one.
That was good.
I think that was the last one I watched. Yeah, it was.
Will you watch the ones with Ultron with the Infinity Stones and this? And I think that'll push you over the edge. And
yeah, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, but I will watch them. Yeah, I'm gonna get around to them.
But I mean, even without seeing that, you still at least can appreciate this design, and it tempts you at least.
Yeah, I kind of wish this was the Ultron we got in the movies, but what are you gonna do?
I'm
maybe not without the Infinity Stones, but a little more badass of an Ultron. Like Ultron in Age of Ultron was okay, but he was a little jokey for me. Like I felt like he could have been a lot cooler than he was. Yeah. But
so what I want to do is, and we can all agree that this is a beautiful figure. We all agree. I know at least 3 out of 4 of us right now are getting this figure. And I know that once we get the figure, me and Rob are going to probably spend an entire episode of Midnight Metal talking about it and having it in front of us while we have this discussion. And I'll probably even share a drink with you that night. Literally.
What?
I'm damn Skippy. That's how much. Because the thing is I'm still in the land of disbelief that this thing was actually released.
I have to tell you, I am too, to be honest. Because, this had to have been in the design phase for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So this is not something they just pulled out of their tuchuses to give it to us.
Right.
I mean, this is some... They put a lot of thought behind this, and I like it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, bro. And you know what was crazy? You know what's crazy about the episode, or just What If in general, and his character? The person who voiced it, who voiced him, right?
In the What If show?
Yeah.
It wasn't James Spader.
No. It was the same guy who basically voiced the Red Skull.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh,
you
that's
mean
right,
in
Endgame.
Infinity War?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the same person, and he was. I guess I keep forgetting his name. He's from The Walking Dead.
He's
Yeah, yeah.
damn good though, because most
Bro, he
people didn't
is
even realize that,
damn
that
good.
it wasn't
Ross Marquand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ross-
most people
yeah.
didn't even realize that it wasn't what's his name,
Yeah.
Hugo Weaving
He
in
tricked me.
Endgame because
Yeah.
he
Bro,
sounded so
he
dead on.
sounds dead. I mean, his voice and inflection is incredible, bro.
Yep.
Like he can sound like anyone. Like
Yeah.
literally. Like it was so amazing. So yes, but we can all agree that we're going to get this right. We can. I mean, we have to push Will. I mean, we have
Yeah.
to spoon feed Will a little bit. Like get him out there. I'm pretty sure he'll get it. Like he's good at. Now I want to actually step into Will's zone real quick right now because I want
Oh,
his
shit.
take on this next thing because
Oh no.
I'm seriously I'm about to get off the fence on this because I really love it and I can't have enough of it. So I'm just going to get as many as I can. But okay. Iron Studios, bro. They released
Ooh.
this.
Stuff, actually.
Yes. Is this your first time seeing this?
No, I've seen it, but I can't remember like the price and the specifics of it.
It's like I think this is like 1,200.
Yeah, that's what it
I
was.
think this is
yeah.
like 1,200 or something like this.
right,
But
right.
bro,
I saw
like
it a few times. Yeah.
bro.
That's pretty amazing.
It's good.
How big is that? Is that like quarter scale? What is
Quarter.
that?
It's a quarter scale.
It's a
It's a
big
quarter
boy.
scale.
The wing,
It's a
yeah, with
big
the wings out, that's gonna take up so much space. Yeah,
It is.
That's
It
a
is.
yeah, you're right. Well, that's a massive footprint, so you got to really plan to have the space for
right.
that.
Even if it's quarter scale, if it was third, imagine Brendan how much space it would take up. Oh
Yeah,
my
but
Yeah.
that's
God,
still
dude.
pretty dope.
Are
Oh,
those
yeah.
wings like fixed, or do they come with like swap out wings that
Well,
are not
I think
expanded?
swap out.
There's two, to swap out because there's two versions of this figure because one has the wings folded down. One actually the deluxe version where it comes with both. But I saw this and
Have
I
they
was
shown
like,
pictures
yo,
with them folded
But
down?
that is with the wings out. That's the way to do it. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the wings
I mean,
out is cooler, but
It's
yeah.
good to have both if you're in a position where you don't have a ton of space right now, but maybe you will later if you're moving or something. It's good to be able to have both of those options so that if you can't display it with the full wings out right now, at least you could still get it and then adjust later.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the versatility would be really nice.
That thing
Yeah,
is
I think-
absolutely gorgeous. My experience with Iron Studios, though, is that they make some really, really great stuff, but I feel like their portraits, like the head sculpts, aren't as accurate to the likeness that I would like, and they're not as lifelike as
That looks
like
incredible.
an XM or somebody. So
Look at
this
that.
is awesome, but for me, especially given the size, I'll probably stick with the Hot Toys rather than this one. But it is an amazing piece. I actually really like with the wings down though. I think that
The wings
that
down
looks
are
really
cool
good
too. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
cool
but,
too.
it's just so great. There's such a grandeur to the wings.
Oh,
out.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. I like the wings out more, but Leo, it's interesting. I think, for risk of fear of sounding like Justin here, I think the Hot Toys would suffice for most people because
Yeah.
I think the Hot
I
Toys.
agree.
I think the
I
Hot Toys is
agree.
better. Like
Yeah,
I think.
it is.
I mean, this is like this is a great looking piece in terms of presence. But Brendan's right. The face sculpt, the paint is off. Like it looks
Yeah.
kind of
The
toyish.
skin
Like,
texture
The
is
more you
there,
zoom in,
yeah.
the skin texture's off, and like the eyes look off. Like and the Hot
It
Toys
looks
is better.
waxy.
Well, isn't this
Yeah.
like a prototype? Can it be made better?
Sure. Iron Studios does have some really good sculpts sometimes. It depends on the character. Like some are really good in the face, some aren't. They nail everything else, but
Yeah, my experience has been that the sculpts don't really improve on Iron Studios stuff from prototype to final product.
Yeah,
like
no, I doubt
it's usually pretty consistent, which I mean can be a good thing. In this case, though, seeing some shortcomings in it,
Toy is all about it, bro.
She's all about it. She said, "Nope,
I just
make
want
the
to
space."
say, that it used to be like, oh, Brennan was the enabler, and he was like he blaming me to Latoya for him buying stuff. Man, she's the biggest enabler out of them all. She's always the one who's like, nope, make the space.
She
You
is
got to
a
get that
pretty
one.
big
So I feel
enabler.
like Leal, you're pretty much good because she wants you to get everything too.
Do you see me blaming you anymore? do you see me blaming
Because you
you
realize
anymore?
that you no
I sound like
needed a
M'Baku.
scapegoat.
Are you
Yeah,
are you
truly,
are you
I'm
are you are you
Because
done?
you no
Are
longer
you done?
needed a
Are
scapegoat.
you done? Are you done? That's what I
Hell
sound like.
no.
It's
I will
but
never be
Leo,
done.
I just think I mean like the Hot Toys is a third of the price of this, and I
Yeah.
think it's better. So
Are you getting the hot toy, Will?
I see. It's funny, Brendan. I originally had it on pre-order and I canceled it.
Why? You got so
because-
much time.
I know, because I needed to trim some fat. I went through my Excel doc. This is the first time I made an Excel doc, and I went
Were
through
you
and I was
making
like,
payments on it?
no,
was
it
it
was
just
a
like-
one. It was a one time. I paid a deposit. And then,
Just
but yeah,
leave it
but
because you could cancel it like
I already
8
canceled
months
it,
from
so,
now or whatever.
yeah.
But now if you decide you want it, you lost that NRD, right?
Yep, I did. I lost 20% NRD. Yeah. So
There's no danger
I
in
lost like
keeping it
60
right
bucks,
up
yeah.
until before it's coming out. When you
Yeah, I know,
cancel.
but I needed to trim some fat pretty quickly because I just had too much. That was the first time I'd ever made Excel doc, and that's why I recommended to people so often because I did it
then
and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I have
visualize
way
You
too-
how much
start
you had.
seeing like
Yeah,
how much
yeah.
I
stuff
started
that you
seeing
had.
how much I
That's-
had tied up over the next 2
Yeah.
years, and I was like, I got to cut some shit now.
What
Like,
would you
so-
say the odds are of you ending up getting it again, like ending up wanting it and ordering it again?
Like 50-50. I mean, like I'd say I might get it again, depending on how like the budget looks when he comes out. Like, because it's an incredible figure, no
we
doubt
need a
about it.
Zemo to go with him. That's what
Listen,
Yeah, I don't think Zemo's getting made, but I think
I
it'd be
don't
cool.
think it is either.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I passed.
want it.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people do.
it's
yeah,
such a
but-
simple figure. It seems like it would be low cost for them to make. I don't know why.
Sorry,
they
Leia.
would.
What were you
yeah.
gonna say?
No, I said I passed on. I passed on the Infinity. I'm sorry, the Endgame. What was it? The original Avengers cap. I passed on that
Oh,
one.
the 2012. Yeah.
Yeah, I passed on that one. It wasn't something that really drew my interest.
I got
just
it,
because, just because of this. But I mean, just because I want. I come on, man. I need Sam Wilson cap. I need to make
It's
space.
an incredible outfit in the sculpt.
Yeah, I just basically need it. So, but no, I agree. Like this
It's
good, but-
this is pretty good. But what I'm about to go into next, really quick.
We sticking with some statues because there was some good stuff.
You
going.
just
All right. Show
Just
me.
in a
Show
world
it.
where hot toys exist.
Come
like,
on, bring her up. Bring her up.
so
Come on.
I know who it is. Yeah,
Hell yeah!
it was 1 to 2, but yeah.
oh my god.
Leia, you're in on this, aren't you?
I saw people say that the likeness is off. I'm like, are you nuts? This looks so good.
Oh my
It does
god. Let me start because I when it comes to like figures, statues, and women, I have to hear Rob first. I need to hear Rob.
Wait. When it comes to statues and women,
All three.
All three.
I love that about you.
Latoya, you may want to mute the feed for a couple minutes.
No. I look. I was going to ask Lael about his older sister's birthday was yesterday, but I'll refrain.
I'll tell you, she does not look like the older sister.
She
Well,
is.
that was the point I was going to make. I'm like,
4
hey,
years.
what's
She's
up?
4 years older than me, man.
Well, she's
That's-
doing well
that's-
for
wow.
herself.
That's
you
banana
tell her that
pants,
for
man.
me.
I will.
So I won't talk about her. But happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my sister.
It's
Happy
thinking,
birthday
though.
to your sister. Where's she been all my life? But no, I mean, isn't this the face sculpt we looked at yesterday? Was it
Yeah,
yesterday?
we saw the actual face sculpt
on
yesterday.
Justin's, yeah.
Yeah, and I
it's
thought it looked
gorgeous.
fantastic. I mean, I thought it looked really, really beautiful. I mean, sometimes it may be the pose. When it depends what angle you're looking at something from. Yeah, a lot of the time, and I think that. Well, that looks great.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this looks like it's a great figure. Now, but here's the thing. Now, this is third scale.
Quarter scale.
Quarter
It
scale,
is
yeah.
quarter scale. Okay.
Quarter scale.
I mean, I look at this, but I would ask this. The Hot Toys figure, the deluxe version of this that's coming out. What would you call it? The deluxe version of this figure, the one that's coming out from the beginning of Black Widow the movie. It's the same release.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is better than that Hot Toys figure. I mean, the Hot Toys figure looks spectacular.
Yeah.
And because I don't collect statues, I would, like with Sam Wilson, I'm looking so forward to both of these figures that I don't know if I would go
with this
version. But I would say, it's up to, again, if you're a statue collector, specifically, I mean, I love quarter scale figures.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
I've got a few, not a lot, but a few, like the T800 Battle Damage and the T1000 and the Endoskeleton and Boba Fett and Darth
I've
Vader.
got two
and-
right behind me. I love quarter scale.
Yeah, I mean, I like quarter scale figures, and I've even got one of my favorites is Kamen Rider #1, which is the very first Japanese Super Sentai figure.
Yeah.
From Enterbay. It looks like a green grasshopper. But with this, I would stick, I think, with the Hot Toys.
With the Hot Toys version, right?
Yeah.
I love it, though. I do love
It does look great, man.
It
Will,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, because you're the resident statue aficionado, bro. Like, so what, you know, you dig them. So
I do.
you
I do. I'm a man of statues. I'm a man of taste.
So what do you think about this?
But
piece,
not a
bro?
man of wealth.
It's not at all. I'm
Exactly.
a man of the people. I'm a man of the
Man of
common
the people, exactly.
So yeah, it's funny. I really do like this, and I do think for quarter scale, this is very fairly priced, like $730. Like,
Yeah.
dude, that's great.
I was shocked at that.
It's funny, Leo. Like when I saw the original photos of the sculpt that Queen Studios showed, and it's some angles like this one, it looks perfect. But it's some other angles, like Rob was saying, it doesn't.
It
Like,
looks, it looks different.
It looks different. Like it almost depending, and I think also maybe her stare is a little blank. Like I think it's a little like I think Queen Studios could fix that because they were huge on feedback. They listen to feedback like no other company. So
Yeah.
I think like looking at that shot straight on, it looks a little
Anime.
blank.
It looks anime.
It looks a little bit off. But if you look at certain angles, you get close. Like
Now that
looks
looks good.
It's all about the lighting, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it is.
like,
I think
it's
it's
like-
that lighting.
But yeah, like I think this is a cool looking piece. I like it's a museum pose to me, but I like it. Like I think this is really cool and it has a lot of presence. So Rob makes a good point though. I mean, I think it's better than the Hot Toys, but is it twice as good or 3 times as good?
Yeah.
You know? Like the Hot Toys is what, like $260 and this is $750, so you're paying 3 times as much. You know,
And the
I
Hot
don't know.
Toys version is articulated.
Exactly. So if you guys love posing, then you can pose the Hot
Yeah.
Toys. So it's kind of like I think this is gonna have a market for sure. Like people are gonna want this, but you got to be like a really big Black Widow fan. I feel like to get this, but no doubt it's
am.
incredible.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it
I
also
am.
comes down to like I've often because I did used to collect statues, and for me it was all about it wasn't just having one statue; it was being able to have a display.
Yeah.
You know, multiple statues of the same thing. Like I love that if like Justin's getting those Batman statues, but I would love to get like the Endgame figures all in quarter scale. Of course,
Yeah.
that talk about price, but I mean that would be quite expensive, but still pretty cool depending on how you displayed them.
Dude, yeah. But yeah, this is my favorite Black Widow suit too. I really like this suit.
Yeah,
Yep.
this suit
So
is amazing.
I'll probably end up getting the Hot Toys, to be honest. I don't have her on pre-order yet, but I think I probably will end up getting at some point the Hot Toys version. Because like I said, I just love this suit. I love the gold and the black and just the contrast on it. Like I think this is a really nice looking suit. And yeah, it looks great, no doubt about it. And Queen Studios can fix even if because I'm seeing some of the comments too, and I've seen them on Facebook. Like some of the people think the sculpt is a little bit off. I don't think it's bad. I think it's like 90% there. Like I think it's really really good. But some angles it just looks a little blank. Like her stare just looks like a little like she's not quite there. So, but I think it's great.
By the way, I'm getting that Prince statue.
Yeah, I saw it.
nice.
Yeah, exactly. That Prince is coming home. As soon as they release that, it is a no-brainer. Brendan, when you know, because you saw it, and what you think?
Immediately I thought of you. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I really dig it. I'm not gonna pick it up just because I agree with what Will and Rob were saying. I feel like this is perfect for someone who has quarter scale statues of the other Avengers and they're putting together a display like that, or they are a diehard Black Widow fan, and so they've got her in all different scales, all different iterations, all different styles. Then those are the core audience for this particular thing. I can not buy something because it just doesn't fit for what I want, but still really appreciate how good it is, and that's what I think we have here. I will say that unless you're doing just like a full-on display, like if you're just looking at it as a pure statue, separate from any other display that you might have, I do understand the idea of wanting, if you're going to do a statue, you want it to be in a super dynamic pose that you maybe wouldn't be able to pull off without damaging a hot toy. So that way you can have something really dynamic and really just breathtaking and visually arresting. That's, not something that this is necessarily going to do, because like you said, this is more of a museum pose. This is more of like the pose that you put a hot toy in because you don't want to hurt the suit, or you're doing it to heal any creases from a pose that you just did. But that sounds more negative than I intended, I think, because I think artistry, I think this thing is gorgeous. I think the paintwork is awesome. I really dig the sculpt. I'm all for it. I feel like it captures her as the character. And so it's not something I'm going to get, but I know a lot of people are going to be very happy with this, especially at that price. I get the comparison between, the hot toy and this, but if you're just looking purely as like just statues or statues, and you look at that, I've seen other companies do way worse for not much less. So if you're really a fan of Widow, or you're really a fan of ScarJo, if you've got quarter scale Avengers displays and you want to add this at that price, I think you're gonna be very happy.
Yeah. I like I said, for me, I think I might buy it.
It's pretty nice, dude.
I think I might. It's going to be. I mean, because I already have the 6 scale figure on pre-order. I mean, that was just a no-brainer. You know what I mean? I love the character. ScarJo's she's nuts. So, you know what I mean? It was just one of those things that I had to get. But here's the thing. Here's a pretty much a figure that kind of I noticed this the other day, and I was like, wow. And I looked at it, and I'm like, okay, we know there's some competition in the third party realm when it comes to this figure, but it would surprise me that I didn't really notice this pretty much like when it was announced or the pre-order went up for it. And this is interesting. Rob, I'm gonna go with you first on this one, but this is the Boys Butcher from Star Ace. Now, I got my feelings on it, but Rob, I want you to go first with this figure, man, because
I have the So Toys Butcher.
Yeah.
And I really like that, but I do like, this is a different take on the figure. It's it's kind of got the same stuff, like the LED function on the baby.
Yeah.
If you get the deluxe, I don't necessarily like that particular head sculpt as much.
No.
But I have mine over here.
It looks more cartoony, that head sculpt.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with, I think, different weapons and things like that, but it's okay. I also pre-ordered the Homelander, the So Homelander figure as well, and it's a good figure. It's hard because he's kind of a civilian. I mean, the only reason to get him is if you're a fan of the show, so you know who he is.
Yeah.
And I display him with the baby and all that, but it's okay.
I just think the So Toys version is better.
But this is
like
actually
a video
official.
game
The Star
character.
this actually is a licensed figure.
Right.
Yeah. This is the licensed version.
It almost looks like a portrait of a video game character, not like...
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it too.
I don't know if it's the lighting or I don't know.
No, I don't. I think it's just the sculpt. I mean, and truth be told, I have never been impressed with anything that Star Ace has put out. They've never really I've never been blown away by anything that they've put out. And I mean, it just, I think, speaks to the landscape right now that it's like this is an official licensed product, and we're like, damn, man, the third party unlicensed So Toys is doing better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah. Will, what you think about this, bro?
I'm actually in complete disagreement on this one.
Oh, really?
I think this is better than
Shocker.
So Toys. Yeah.
You like this one better?
I actually really like this. Yeah, I actually really like this. I don't think it's perfect. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely not perfect, and it's a little overpriced in my opinion. It's $300. Like it's quite a bit. So
is it really?
Yeah, because it comes with like the LED light up baby and all that. So it's got a lot of stuff, but it's a little heavy in terms of the cost. But nonetheless, I really like this. Like I think that sculpt looks great. Like
Which one?
Just the stern sculpt, the smiling one. I think that to me looks great. I love The Boys. I think The Boys is the current best show running right now.
I do
So
too. I like it.
yeah, The Boys to me is I love The Boys. Like I couldn't wait to watch it every week, and I can't wait for it to come back. Honestly, like it's my
should
favorite
probably
show
watch it.
active right now. Yeah, it's incredible. It's funny though. Star Ace just announced the Homelander, which I didn't like as much. I didn't really like that one that much.
Oh,
but
did they?
Yeah, but this Butcher, like the Sosa one, I've never held in hand, obviously, but I've seen the pictures and just I really love Butcher and I wanted to get a Butcher, but that Sosa toys just I couldn't connect with it. Like I just felt like something was not right. It didn't look quite there. I think this looks a lot closer, in my opinion. So I think it's definitely not perfect, but I definitely see Carl Urban in that sculpt there. So I didn't pre-order this yet, because I'm gonna wait. Star Ace figures I don't think are really gonna sell out that much. But Brennan is right. I don't really trust Star Ace either. Like I don't like they've made some stuff I've liked, but I've never bought anything from them. So I'm being cautious with this one until I see the final product, and then maybe I might end up getting it. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely not pre-ordering it because I don't trust them that much. So like this could turn out a lot worse than what it looks right now. So but I think it looks great. It comes with a lot of accessories. I think the heads up. But you're right. You guys are right. The smiling sculpt, I don't think anyone's got right. The Soso Toys smiling Butcher sculpt is like a nightmare. Like it really is. It's like nightmarish. It looks really like scary. Like it's scarier than Pennywise. So
Yeah.
but this one layout, I really like this. I think the other sculpt isn't perfect, but I think it's still better than Soso in my opinion. I have Soso Homelander on pre-order though. I'm keeping that one because I think Soso won that round. I think Soso, the Homelander based on
By far.
yeah,
I think by
Soso's
far.
Homelander compared to Star Ace is what they showed so far. Soso definitely won, but
you
I
think
think
Soso
Star
took
Ace
it?
so far has won this Butcher, in my opinion.
So you would say that Soso took it. They took the rings on this one.
Yeah,
on
they
this
took
piece.
they took the win on Homelander, but I think they took second. They took silver on Butcher, in my opinion. But we'll see. Soso's
Yeah, we'll
already
see when
released
the
theirs.
final drops.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
When does this one come out?
I think it's like next year sometime, probably the end of next year or something. And you guys know I tend to like license. Like even if it's Star Ace, like I just have a thing with I like license. I just like the authenticity of that.
You're
But
a rule follower. It's okay.
not that I don't get unlicensed stuff sometimes. I mean I do, but it's got to. I'm pretty selective with it. But Homelander, I'm getting the unlicensed one because I just think that's the best Homelander that's been shown.
Fair enough.
Yeah, body type and everything. I think all around it, it's a crazy piece. Brendan, what did you think about this piece, bro?
Just with schedule and everything, this is a show that I haven't actually gotten a chance to watch yet. So I
wow.
don't have a super connection to it one way or another. I do think that the sculpt on this, it looks like Carl Urban.
Yeah.
It looks like him. I just feel like it looks. I feel like it looks like he was a main character in a video game, and then they made a figure of his video game representation. That's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look as like real world as like this was a PS5 game that then they made a figure from. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, I was again not having a big connection to the show. I was impressed with Soso Toys. I will say, given that this is Star Ace, I am impressed with it because, like I said, I have never really liked anything that Star Ace has put out. I've always kind of wondered how they got actual licenses because I never really thought they nailed anything. But maybe this is the first one that I'll think that they actually did a really good job on. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not going to get it, especially since I don't have any connection to the show right now. I do plan on watching it. Maybe I'll love it. But even if I do, it just doesn't look like the style of figure that I would really add to my collection.
Brendan, I've got
You're
a
gonna love the
question,
show.
more of a philosophical question for you.
Okay.
Would you ever buy a figure from something you hadn't seen just because you thought the figure was cool?
Yeah,
Good question.
absolutely.
Because I would think, like, if you've never seen The Boys, Homelander to me is an interesting. That's a character I probably would buy that figure, having never seen it. I love the show, but if I'd never seen the show and I saw the character of Homelander, I'd be like, I'd probably buy that figure. I don't even know who that character is if I didn't, but it looks cool.
Yeah, the Homelander one is actually one that I didn't really love the design of. It wasn't. It didn't speak to me. But yeah, if I saw a figure that I just thought was gorgeous and I was like, wow, that is amazing and looks badass and I'd like to have it in my because we tend to get collectibles for things that we love, either nostalgia or something that's current that we just absolutely love, and was it Jupiter's Legacy? Was it on Netflix? I would get figures from that. I liked that show. It's the way I look at it though is like when I was a kid. A lot of times, like, either there wasn't a TV or movie property, it was just a toy that didn't have any other backstory, and you just saw it and you're like, oh shit, that looks really cool. Mom, can I have that? Like, buy that? Mm-hmm. So I kind of look at these, in a similar way. Yes, 99% of what I get will be something that I'm already familiar with and that I love. But if I see something that really captures my imagination and captures my attention, even if I don't have that much of a history or connection with it, I'd get it. There are some things that that I've seen that I'm like, wow, that I didn't like that franchise at all, but that statue or that figure looks great. I've seen some really good Lord of the Rings collectibles, and I literally fell asleep every time I tried to watch those movies. So, it is what it is.
Literally just fell asleep.
Oh my God, how could you do that to us, Brendan? But I will say, Rob, that's a really good question, dude. Like, I feel like for me, the answer would be no. The answer would be I won't buy a figure unless I have at least seen it and have some sort of connection to it. Like, even if it looks cool, I'd be like, because I don't know what it is really. Like I would look at it and be like, oh, hey, that looks cool, but I have no idea who that character is.
Right.
So that's kind of the thing. And someone asks you like, who's that character? Like if someone came over your house, see your collection, you'd be like, I don't know, it just kind of looked cool. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all about the imagination.
That's true.
Now,
That's true.
it's I mean, for me, again, as much as I love the boys and I do love the show, me myself, I just don't need a butcher. You know what I mean? I don't. I had no interest in this figure at all. You know what I mean? It wasn't something that I wanted to actually get. So
are they making other characters, or is it just him and Homelander?
Just those two so far,
just
but they'll
those
probably
two.
make others because they have the license. So I would think they'd probably make others. Yeah.
Because I feel like unless you're a hardcore fan of the show, that might be something that makes people hesitate. We'll be like, well, I'm not just gonna get this one character or just two. Like, give me some of the others, and then maybe I can have an actual display. Versus I just have like a random figure thrown somewhere in my collection.
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
But I get what you mean, Leo.
Yeah,
Like
they're
it's
boys, just not something that I want. So I'm gonna bring in a special guest.
Okay.
I have a special guest real quick.
While you bring them in, just and before you go to the next one, I just want to see. Did you see the XM Studios drop of the Red Death statue, the Batman Red Death statue?
Well, no. I saw both the versions. I just didn't see the drop on it yet, but
it's on their Instagram. It's worth checking out. It looks pretty amazing.
If you're going to bring a special guest, I need to duck out. I don't know if I can come back.
Okay.
But it's a work-related thing I have to duck out for.
Okay.
Rob, very soon, Hot Wheels Unleashed, because the game is amazing.
Dude,
Yes.
I have it.
Let's
We should
race.
play.
Let's
We
go.
should race.
Definitely, man. Well, Rob, thank you
Make
for
it
coming
happen.
through, bro. I'll see you later.
A great
I'll definitely
show.
see you later. Great show, man.
See you,
Thank
Rob.
you for being on,
Take it easy,
Rob.
Rob.
Thank you for
Always
gracing
good
us
to
with
see
your
you, man.
presence. As always, we will chat. I don't know. I guess
2
we
days.
got 2 days. Exactly. We got Midnight Metal.
And we got a special Halloween Midnight Metal, too, with a bunch of guests that I can't talk about.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Let's
okay,
go.
okay,
Let's
okay.
go. Let's go. I cannot wait. All right, Rob, thank you for coming,
Take it
man.
easy.
Adios.
See you later, man. All right, so we have another guest that's going to be on here that's actually coming up here. He's been wanting to get on the show, so I was like, we see him in the chat all the time, and I'm all about bringing new blood in just to see. This is my guy, Big Collector. What's going on with you, bro?
Ooh.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
oh, I'm doing good.
That's good, man. Nice to see you, bro. How are you?
Yeah, my internet's really sketchy, so
You sound great, man.
You
look
sound great.
Oh,
Like,
hold on.
we can hear you, man. We hear you good.
Loud and clear, man.
Hey, stop. I'm in the chat.
You-
No, nothing. I didn't.
Live television.
This is live. So let's go.
Oh.
Everything is expected, so it doesn't matter.
All right.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh,
I think
please
he
go.
ducked out.
Justin's on his way back, by the way.
Oh, you said he's on his way back. All right, cool. We'll see
I
Justin
didn't
in
get
a
a
second.
picture yet, though.
You didn't get a picture? Well,
I said send pics.
so here's
That's
all right.
weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. So here's the thing. This is what I want to talk about real quick. I think Big Collector's his connection was kind of, but I want to talk about really quick, bro. Off topic, because this was just announced 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday, and we were actually happy about it. I know I was. And that's that we are getting officially announced, which pretty much we all knew it was coming. Dune 2 was announced.
That's what we were all talking about, whether we were going to get a second one on Monday night.
We were talking about that.
and then
We were
right
talking
after,
about
boom,
whether or
there you go.
not we're going to actually see it. And Lord behold, we got a Dune coming up. We got a Dune 2 coming up.
Sure do.
So
Did you
yeah.
watch it yet, Will?
I did. Yep. Justin
did?
and I talked about it on New Figures and Flicks, and it's an interesting discussion. I really enjoyed it, so I thought it was great. But
I know.
spoil anything.
I know. Jeddah only got through about the first 45 minutes, and
He
I
gave
was
up?
like, he gave up. He said he's going to try and go back, but I was like, really, it just wasn't. It wasn't doing it for you. He's like, well, at least not the first 45 minutes.
dude,
I
it's
was like-
interesting. It's
I was
way
like,
more polarizing.
It's
than I thought
not
it
your
would be.
typical like blockbuster film though. Like it's a
No.
slow burn. You've got to like, there is a payoff, but it's not paced in the same way as a lot of other big blockbuster.
That's kind of how
sci-fi
Denis Villeneuve's
movies.
films tend to be, from my experience.
Exactly.
They
I mean,
tend to be
watch
slow
like something
burns.
like Sicario.
Like
right?
Arrival was a very slow burn, but it's amazing.
Definitely,
So-
definitely.
But there's a lot to appreciate along the way, like the cinematography, like the score and the sound design and
yeah.
things. So
It's a
if
part
you're
one.
really into that kind of stuff, you can kind of appreciate that stuff while you're waiting for it to really start kind of firing on all cylinders. So maybe if you're not going into it with that perspective, then it might be
Yeah.
difficult. But yeah, man, part 2, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna and I hope they keep the same like team intact. Like I'm sure Denny is still gonna direct
Yeah.
it. I'm
It's gonna be the
hoping
same.
That Greg Fraser is still gonna be the DP, and I'm sure Hans Zimmer will do the score again. So
Yeah.
I know we're all pretty happy about this one.
Big
Yeah.
Collector's back.
Big Collector, I think we got you back. You there, bro?
Oh,
Hey.
You
Yeah.
there? You ready? Okay, we got you in there.
Yeah,
How you doing,
I'm
guy?
ready. Okay. Oh, I'm
you-
doing good.
Good. So let me ask you a question, Big Collector, man. And everybody say what's up to Big Collector.
Yeah.
You see him in the chat.
up?
So like I said, we want to actually get new people on here. I bring him in. So what's going on with you, guy? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good.
That's good. That's
Just,
good. So let
here
me.
enjoying the show.
It's good, man. I'm so
Nice,
glad. So Big Collector, let's find out a little bit about you. And I think his connection is gone.
He's spinning again, bro.
He's spinning.
spinning.
While we're waiting to see if he pops back in. Mike Fela had a good question in the chat. He was asking if he needed to be familiar with the books to enjoy this movie. No, you don't.
No.
It does help you kind of.
No.
It does help you
I haven't read the
understand some of the pacing and where this movie ends. You realize that it's not like just a resolution and now we're gonna do a sequel. It's very much the story is still ongoing where this first movie ends. So having some foreknowledge will kind of prepare you for that and give you a sense of what they're including and where they're going. But you don't have to have read that or be familiar with the original miniseries or all that stuff. You don't have to know that going into this. Just know that this isn't like a summer blockbuster where you're getting explosions and space laser battles and stuff like that
Yes.
right off the bat. This is a drama. Okay, this is about Paul, the main character. It's about his relationships with all of the other amazing people in this ensemble cast. So if you go into it understanding that, I think you'll enjoy it. But you're not going to be left in the dark because you haven't read the books.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, I didn't read the books at all, and I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I knew
Yeah.
nothing about the property before the movie.
How did you feel? So we won't do like spoilers. I mean, we did a stream on it the other night, and you
Yeah.
know, if you guys want to dive into that, but just where it ended without going into like spoiler territory. But how did you feel not having any foreknowledge about the story really? Where this film ended, did you feel like you still got a good like full cinematic experience?
Yeah,
where
that's a good
it
question.
ended.
Yeah, it's funny. I would say I got a good full cinematic experience, but I didn't love the ending. It was very abrupt. It was very just kind of like, I was shocked actually. Like they were just like, well, I won't spoil anything, but going through a certain area, and I was like, and then it just cut to black, and I was like, oh, it's over. Like that, I didn't love that. But at the same time, I do feel like the film is very much. It feels like a part one. Like I mean, like Fellowship of the Ring, right? I know, Brennan, you're not the biggest
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings fan, but it kind of feels like that a little bit. I mean, I think Fellowship is ultimately probably a better film. But I do think that Dune is fantastic, and the ending was pretty abrupt. But it's clearly part one of even a 3-parter. Maybe it could be a 2 or 3-parter.
Yeah, and I think when you
there's a lot of
see the
material.
next one, you'll appreciate more why they stopped where they did. in
Okay,
this one.
that makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty abrupt, but I mean, yeah, it does make sense, I think. But there are certain things I didn't love. Like, I mean, it is a little hard to follow at times. If
It can't. Yeah, it
like,
can be.
even
It's
if you-
funny
even-
that you.
yeah.
Sorry, it's funny
Go
that
ahead.
you said it feels like an abrupt stop, considering that it's like a 2.5-hour movie.
Right, yeah, I just
so
mean,
the
like,
fact
how
that
it
it
ends,
wasn't
you know?
dragging for you, though.
No,
is
it didn't
good.
drag. It didn't drag. It just felt like just how it ends. Like it's just so fast. It's like out of nowhere.
Right.
It's like, oh, it's over. Like that. That I didn't love.
Yeah.
That'd probably be a con for me. But like, the rest of it I really enjoyed. Like I thought the acting was. Timothy Chalamet was great. Rebecca
Yeah.
Ferguson, Javier
loved
Bardem.
her.
There's so many good actors in this film. Really,
Yeah.
That's
Oscar
what, when
Isaac.
we were talking about this movie on Monday night. We were talking about Lael just took us through every character, and we were like,
Yeah.
"What did you think about this character? What did you
Yeah.
think about this portrayal?" And with every single one, we were like, "God damn, they were amazing." This was like, it was such an ensemble cast, and
Yes.
they all hit their roles perfectly.
Yes.
Even when you have big name actors that are in smaller roles than you would normally expect, because they're like the headliners in most
right.
things that
Like
they're
Josh
in.
Brolin. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Brolin, who has more story to be told. Jason Momoa, you know, when you look at, I mean, like, actually, yeah, like, even if you look at Josh Brolin, I mean, some of these characters, and played by big name actors, a couple of them have about as much screen time in this one as Boba Fett did in Empire.
Right.
But they make
Yeah.
an impact.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like Lael said, we can't be any happier than we are for the fact that we're getting this.
I
movie.
think the thing about this, though, Will, and I get what you're saying about the end, you know, how it actually ended. The reason why I like the way it ended is because I couldn't think of a better place, especially, here's the thing, and I'm gonna call bullshit, and I call bullshit that they didn't know that they were going to actually have part 2. I call bullshit that they didn't actually already shoot some footage in preparation for, you know, the next film. I call bullshit on that. They knew it. They knew the date they were going to choose. They just wanted to, you know, fulfill some type of suspense as far as we were concerned.
It was a
You know what I
marketing
mean?
move.
Yeah, it was a
they wanted to
marketing
be able
move,
to
and they
have a
knew
big
it. They knew it.
Headline-stealing announcement.
And this is, and like I said, done right. You know, it's basically what I would want to call. It's going to be the next, like, a huge trilogy, because this was the warm up. They wanted to get the response, and they really got some decent response off of this. Like, people loved it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they got the responses that they wanted, and this is what fueled, you know, them to actually go ahead and say, you know what? I know people were wondering whether or not there's going to be. Here you go. This is what we're going to give you. Yes, there will be a Dune 2. So yes,
And
if
they
you were
know they were
wondering.
going to rack up some awards from this movie.
Hell yeah. Like, they knew they were going to, and they will cinematically, they will basically rack up some awards. Is it going to be a best picture nod? Don't think so. But it could possibly be, but
That's
I know
just
they
the
will
Academy.
rack up.
That's-
Yeah, it will rack up a few things, which I'm interested. Are you going to do a full review on this, Will?
Yeah, I think so. I'm still working on No Time to Die and The Last Duel, but I think this would be after those two. So those reviews I'm actually almost done with. So
Yeah.
in terms of writing them, but yeah,
You
this one.
should go back and watch the stream from Monday where we talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
before
need to.
you
I
do your
watched a little
review,
bit of
'cause
it.
it's-
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't get to
Yeah.
catch all of it. But like, yeah, I think I'm going to, Leia. I definitely want to review it. It's Justin and I kind of reviewed it. We reviewed it sort of informally, but I'd love to talk about it more. But yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
I honestly feel like I need to watch it again because
Yeah.
there's definitely some stuff
Oh,
that
yeah.
I think went over my head. So like,
Yeah.
I think maybe it does get a little confusing with the factions and the houses and stuff. And but I still really enjoyed it. Like I felt even at times when I was confused, I was very immersed in the atmospheric tone.
Yeah.
Like it was very atmospheric
Yeah.
of a film. So like I think it's great. It's super well made. It really is.
Definitely
It's just-
is, bro.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I'm excited. I know people out there in the chat. Some people are
Yeah.
divisive, but I know me and my lady, we are so excited
Yeah.
about this film. We cannot wait till it's released. I must say that even without having read the books and having no solid background knowledge on Dune's story, I knew though, thought it ended perfectly. So that's the way I feel. Like, you don't have to necessarily read the books to follow this film. It's, because here I tell you what, the original film when it dropped in the 80s, I saw it in the theaters. I saw the 4-hour version. That in the theaters, it basically had an intermission in between. I saw that full version, and I was so enamored by it. I went back and bought the books, and pretty much read it. Read the entire story.
Then
Once
bought the 4 hours on VHS.
yeah, and then
Back when it
basically
came in, like,
once
2 separate tapes.
exactly, and then on top of that, I went in once they started releasing the actual trilogy. I got all the way up until, like I said, book 8. So there's a lot of source material. There's a lot of meat in the actual story, and I think that part 2. Look, part 1 was basically the introduction. It was a slow burn, but part 2, I'm telling you, bro, it's going to be amazing. I think they're going to kill it with that. So yeah, I mean, people out in the chat, let me know what you feel about it. But I know I'm excited.
Part 1 is basically a series of character studies.
Yeah.
And relationship studies between Paul and all the various characters that are in there. And now that we've done that and laid the groundwork, part 2 is really going to be fun for a lot of people.
So I'm also excited about this.
Oh yeah,
Yo.
very cool. This is a really
XM,
cool piece. I saw
bro,
Ryan was thinking about getting this. Ryan,
XM, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
he
Jetta.
messaged me. So Ryan messaged me and asked me, he's like, how much do you think the shipping is going to be on this? Because you know how much this weighs?
How much?
200 pounds.
200?
Yeah.
200
Damn, dude. Sauron weighs
pounds.
65, and I thought that was a lot.
My
Yo.
half-scale Queen Studios cap that's coming next year, half scale, weighs about 75 pounds. This is quarter scale, and it weighs 200 pounds.
Really?
And it's $3,400, all right? And then you figure how much is shipping going to be?
Yeah.
Just with like how expensive shipping is getting right now because of the state of the world and everything. On top of this, so this is upward of $4,000. This is
going to be a
so
monster,
impressive.
bro. This
It
is
is
going to
so
be a
impressive.
monster. It is so well done.
It's
Like,
bigger than their Hulkbuster.
It is really
they
nice.
said.
bro, it is well done. And it's like, yo, the ingenuity with it, what you can do with it. And I think it's interchangeable, as a matter
Yeah.
of fact.
It's
Because
got like 3 different display options.
yeah, 3 different display options. I almost to the point where I thought it was an actual 6-scale figure. I literally thought it was, but it wasn't.
Like,
Yeah.
should you pose this?
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
Brendan
like,
is right, though, Leo. I looked
Look
up
at that.
the estimated box weight is 198 pounds for the box.
I know.
Dude,
bro, you
that's
know
so-
that's going to be super expensive.
Crazy.
Dude, yeah, I mean, Sauron, I can tell you, was $300 to ship from Japan, right? And that was economy shipping. Like, and that he's only like 65 pounds. He's like a third of this. I mean, so it might be $1,000 to ship it. Like,
Yeah,
it
they
might
estimated
legitimately
the half-scale cap at about $360 to ship.
be. Right.
Yeah.
And that's 70 pounds.
And that's about
Yeah.
75 pounds.
Yeah.
200 pounds on this bad boy.
You might
Man,
pay
this
more
is-
than $1,000 to ship that.
Bro,
Yeah, I mean, like,
you
yeah,
would
so you
definitely
might pay
pay more than
1,500.
1,000.
Yeah, you might
You're
pay
looking
$1,500
at
to ship
you're
that.
looking at $4,000 or $5,000 easy for this, but you also then have to have a setup that can support that weight.
That table better be strong as hell.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
Can a Moji case hold something that heavy?
Hell no.
No,
Hell no.
no,
Yeah.
nah. unless you're grounding it, and even grounding it, like basically if you put it on the bottom level, even then, like you're going to kind of get like a
You still want to put something underneath the bottom
to support
board
it.
to support it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't want to
Yeah,
put this on the
200 pounds.
bottom level.
Ugh.
Like you can't. This has to have its own dedicated. I don't know, some sort of structure. I don't know what you gotta.
Yeah.
This
cinder
is
blocks.
the
I don't
MFN
know.
War Machine I wanted to see on film, bro.
Yeah,
This
that
is
would've
the
been
war
cool.
machine that I think would have done some damage,
Can
bro.
you imagine if they did?
This should have
that?
been an end game. I feel like. Yeah.
Bro.
Hey, maybe we get this in Armor Wars.
Maybe.
Whew, shit.
That
I didn't
would-
think about that, bro.
It really does. I think it's going to be a grail piece for a lot of people, but
Oh,
it's
but
such
it's
a big
the
investment.
price.
The price
It's
and
the
also
price,
the investment of
bro.
space too, like where you're going to put it, because you
Yeah.
got to have a big ass, strong ass table to put it somewhere. I mean, you can't put that thing in a Magic case. I mean,
This is like on a scale. This reminds me. I mean, it's a completely different piece, but it reminds me as far as size and weight and just a sheer footprint. Reminds me of that Godzilla and Kong.
The
that
diorama,
massive
yeah,
piece, the diorama piece. Yeah, this is a statement piece. This is like you walk in and nothing else is going to draw your eye before this thing does. It is that like you got to put it at the center of a room and you got to have a big room. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, like that thing would not fit in the collection room that I have back here. Hell no, would not fit.
yeah, that's a $5K investment.
Bro,
I
damn, like it really is. Like that's a huge
That's
investment,
2
bro.
J&D statues. How many Hot Toys is that?
That's
Like,
the thing.
that's
So Ryan
20,
was
30?
asking me because at first, before I heard the weight and the price, I was actually like, "Oh, I'm considering this," but then when I realized how much it was, I was like, for me, as much as I love this visually, I think about what I could get with all of that money.
With that money, bro.
That I would have more of a connection to. As much as I love, War Machine and this iteration, more stuff that I could get that I have more of a connection to. It was just, I was like, yeah, I can't justify it for me. But I know
Yeah.
whoever does get this, damn, they're
You'll
gonna
be
enjoy
happy,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
you got to be ready.
you definitely got to be ready. Guys in the chat, let me know how you feel about this, man. If you're going to get it. Even when I'm hearing this from Will, that just lets me know, like, yeah, nah. You know what I mean? And he is, actually both of you guys are like the resident statue collectors. So when I'm hearing it from both of y'all, that's just like more of, yeah, maybe not. You know what I mean? As far, I mean, it would be, if
Yeah, I like
if
War
I can
Machine,
get it, put it this way. If I could actually get it here in the U.S., then I wouldn't have a problem. You know what I mean? If I can get it here in the U.S., because at least I know there wouldn't be as much in regards to shipping.
Right.
Hell,
Somebody
I'd
wants
even
to
go
gift
pick it
to
up.
me, sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. But that piece, yeah, it is amazing as it is. You're right. It's the price that's kind of going to get it. Like, that's a bit too much, bro.
And that's a
Like,
quarter scale. I mean, it's big.
Yeah,
but
it's a hu-
it's not like a 1-to-1 or anything. It's like,
Now, it would be something if they just broke
great,
it, if they split it up. If you got basically
Yeah.
one and you decide if you wanted to get the other one, you could. But this is a complete set. You know what I mean? So, yeah. that's going to kill, bro. Like, that's going to kill.
it's gonna be a small edition size. I feel like because
Definitely.
you got it.
Oh, it's
you might
definitely-
sell 100. I mean, like it's.
I don't. Yeah, I think it's like 199 max.
Yeah,
I-
right.
or maybe 250. But even that, like at that price point, I don't even know if you sell 250 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah.
lot.
And that's not saying it's not an amazing piece. It's more.
Right.
It's the price, but it's also the footprint. Like
Yeah.
somebody has to be a big enough like lover and collector of statues and of collectibles in general. They've got to be a big enough collector, and then also have the physical space and something that can support 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So you've got to check a lot of boxes before you even get to the price.
Yeah.
And then be willing to do it. So that's why I think it's going to be a very limited run. It's not for everybody. I mean, we'd all love to have it if logistically we could work it out.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to be thrilled. I hope we, like, somebody in the community does pick it up and we can like
Take a look
do a
at it.
stream with them or something.
Ryan.
And show pictures, like somebody.
Ryan. Let's hope if Ryan gets
Ryan's
it,
gonna
then
get it.
we'll basically take it from him.
Yeah. Live unboxing.
Live unboxing. So okay.
He was like, "Damn it! I just bought a Jeep. I can't do that." Like,
So I want to do something interesting here.
Yeah.
So, Will, you and I are customers, okay?
Yeah.
Brendan is trying to sell us something, and what he's actually going to sell us right now, I want him to sell us on this. See if he can actually get us to buy this. Okay. So we're gonna make Brendan the ultimate enabler, and we're gonna see if he can sell us.
Before we
on
jump
this.
into that, why don't you hit up Big Collector's super chat because
Yeah, Big Collector with a super chat.
Dylan,
Do
too.
thank you for that. And Bob
we'll definitely
Dylan.
get you back in here soon.
Yeah, we will. We will definitely get you back on this. Super chat. We got a couple in here.
I mean,
actually.
look, we only Jedi Kid on Mondays. We only get him in one out of every.
Hey guys,
12
sorry for the
attempts.
lag. I will definitely be streaming with you guys soon, and that Ultron is good. Need a Strange next, and also Nightwing. So,
Yes,
hey,
Ultra's
and
Nightwing
look
was
who
good.
we got. Sharp as attack. My man, look at
man, Sharp.
Oh,
Look at that.
hold on, I gotta bring that in. Look at it. Woo!
Damn.
Look at him,
Justin.
sharp as the
Look at that
tack.
fade, bro.
Everybody, look at Justin's fade. Oh my God, looking smooth as butter. I see you.
He looks like
motherfucker.
Australian Arnold
Time.
Schwarzenegger.
Look at that. No more bangs.
Australian
Hold up.
Arnold
You know what? Listen.
Okay. All
Listen. Did we literally? No. You know who you remind me of, bro? Neo from the Matrix
yeah,
right
he
now.
does
You
look
look
like-
just like Neo.
He's Australian
bro.
Keanu Reeves.
You are
Hey.
the Australian Keanu, bro.
Hey, that could
Yes.
that could play into your
Wow.
favor
Versus
because
attack.
Howard is a big Keanu fan.
So
Look
you're
at
saying
that.
Justin's the
That'll help
chosen
your
one?
meeting.
There you go.
Justin's the chosen one?
Leia whistled.
He's the one.
Get off my back. I tried. But, yo, okay. I see. Look at that. Everybody's like, damn,
looking
look at
good there,
Justin.
your barber did a good
Smooth. Okay. The king has returned. Look at that smooth motherfucker. They said
You
fresh
solo
cut.
Justin out for an uncomfortably long time. Like he's just like, God damn it, Lael.
It's
like,
just his haircut, too.
enough
They
of this
said
shit.
that
That
cut
cut
is
is
A1. See, people are just
It's like a
giving
cut
you
of
your
Wagyu on
flowers,
your
bro.
head, dude.
We call it over here. People are literally giving you your flowers. That's what we call it over here, bro. So yeah, sharp as attack. We see that, bro. We see it. So Justin, you came in at the right time. So
All right, what am I selling you guys?
you'll see. I'm just gonna pull it up, and you'll see.
Did I miss?
No,
Will?
you didn't miss
haven't
Will.
done it yet.
No.
He hasn't done it yet. So we're going to do
Thank
this
God.
before we go into to Will's dissertation, must
Yep,
we
yep,
say?
yep.
So listen. So Justin, we are the customers. Okay, me, you, and Will are the customers. Brendan is going to sell us on this particular figure. Now, I already know that you're getting it,
I
right?
don't even know what it is yet.
So Brendan is going to actually sell us on this figure. I want to see how well he can actually enable both me and Will to buy this figure. And then I'm going to pass it to you and see if you can do the same. Okay. So, but first we're going to start. I'm gonna go. We're going to start with Brendan first. So Brendan, the figure of choice that you're going to actually sell us on, and it should be no surprise. It should be no surprise. And not at all. You're going to sell us on
I knew
this.
it.
I'll fucking buy it. Fucking buy it. That's it. Just fucking buy it.
Will
Did I already tell you no?
Just fucking buy it.
Wow.
He said,
Put it in the bargain bin and you got to do it, Brendan.
So,
Oh my
Brendan,
God.
I need you now. Come on, man. Your expertise, motherfucker, like you've been doing me for like the last year. I need you to sell us on this figure, bro. So, here you go. We're the customers. We're walking up and we're like, we're interested in that figure. Brendan, what can you tell us about this motherfucker?
All right.
No, you're taking too long. I don't want it anymore.
I don't
Nope.
want it. I'm
You
out.
start. I'm out. I don't even want it. I'm leaving
This
it.
is like Wolf of Wall Street.
You,
Sell me this
yeah, I'm
pack.
out. You didn't sell it to me. You took too long. Justin, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brendan. You still taking too long. I don't even want it to be. No, go ahead.
If you're a fan of Spidey, first of all, this is the classic suit. All right. So if you like that classic Spider-Man look, then you're getting it here, but you're also get something that's unique. And you're getting something that is completely different than every other Spider-Man that you have. And something that is extremely nostalgic and harkens back to a really great storyline in the comics where it's basically Deathlock's technology that saves Peter Parker, who's about to die after being defeated, okay? This is a Peter who has been beaten and broken down and is on the verge of death, and then he manages to come back. And this is not like anything that you're going to get, not just Spidey, but it's an iteration of a classic character that we want Hot Toys to do more of, because everybody complains that, oh, well, we just get another Spidey or we just get another Iron Man. But this is the what opens the door, because when they're going to test the waters with innovation, they're still going to do it with characters that are established, so that they still have a base to start from is going to buy it. But when we support figures like this, we get more out of the box, toy box, thinking when it comes to Toy Fair exclusives and when it comes to other figures, okay? This is very similar to, I would say, in what we're looking at to the What If Ultron, okay? It's stuff that is outside the typical wheelhouse for Hot Toys, but they did it very well, all right? You gotta give stuff like this a shot, and I'm telling you, when you get this figure in hand, this is going to be one of those ones that sells out, and then people are paying $500-600 for it after. I guarantee it. It is vibrant. The colors are gorgeous. You're going to be able to pose the ever-living shit out of this, because look at that arm. Even if any bits of the suit crease or damage from a pose, he's supposed to be beaten to shit. He's supposed to be damaged, so it'll just look like more battle damage. But the suit will heal. It looks like a combination of Spidey and Deathlock, and almost like Batman with the yellow utility belt. It's just, I love everything about this design. It is quintessential classic comic book, and if you want more figures from the classic comic book arcs that aren't just MCU tied or stuff like that, this is where it all begins.
That was pretty damn good, bro. I must say that was pretty
good.
damn good. I'll give
Also,
you
just
that.
fucking buy it.
Now, before me and Will give you our verdict, I'm going to pass this over to, and I want everybody to hashtag this. I'm going to pass this over to Justin, aka Neo. So if you can, I want y'all to put in the chat right now, Justin, aka hashtag Justin, aka Neo. That's his new name, because his haircut is on tilt, smooth as butter. We giving him his flowers. Now he looks like the Justin we all know and love. And I bet you when he talks about this figure, his inflection on his voice is going to change. It's going to be smooth as fuck. So I am ready for it. Justin, sell me and Will on this motherfucker.
Sure. Well, I'm different to Brendan, right? I don't know any comics. I don't know Deathlock. I don't know any of that rubbish. Well, actually, sorry, no offense to the people who love that stuff, but I just don't know anything about it. So the reason why I want to get it, and maybe this will give you an idea as to the place in which you can put it in your collection. It's weird, right? I love weird stuff. It's something that you will never see again, I promise you. It's something that's going to stand out on the shelf. Think Spider-Man 2099, or Scarlet Spider, or Spider-Punk. They're just weird and wacky. They're not for everyone, I understand. But they are going to stand out on the shelf. And at the end of the day, I promise you, if you put this next to classic suit Spidey on your Spidey shelf, and someone walks into your room, which one, and they know nothing about Spidey, they know nothing about the game, which one are their eyes going to be drawn to immediately? This one. This one right here, that green eye, that yellow belt, that metal arm, that is what they are going to look at immediately. Because it's weird, it's wacky, it's different, the colors are vibrant, and I mean, it's Spidey with a metal arm. It's so 90s. Like, this is literally 90s design in a Spider-Man. That is why I personally want to get it. And I think now that Hot Toys have announced real Cyborg, people aren't on that thing that they were saying before, like, oh, it's the wrong Cyborg, Hot Toys. That's finished, hopefully. That's finished. So that's why I love this. It's weird, it's wacky, it's going to stand out. And at the end of the day, you want something that draws your eye, right? You want something that's what you know and love, but slightly different. It's like a different version of Batman. It's like a Dark Knight Returns Batman. It's that classic Batman, but it's this weird, big, bulky, hulking version. This is that for me, but for Spidey. Yes, referencing That's right, Latoya, referencing
It's
the
just-
90s. It's my era. You know, it's my era.
Hey,
Pulling out the
So,
big guns.
there you
He
go.
pulled out the big guns.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Also, do you want something really out there and wacky and cool and visually arresting like this, or do you want a short trooper grunt next week?
Give me the short trooper.
But you,
Some-
you have to be you have to be already wanting something weird and wacky. See, I think Brendan and I are, because we have the Spidey line, right? We're getting a little bit bored. We want something different, and that's why this hit at the perfect time, I think. Plus, it's a Toy Fair exclusive, so you don't need to get every figure, and you don't need to get this. But if it speaks to you, like it does to me, saying, "Hey, I'm weird, buy me," then get it. But if not, save the money. It's $270. It's the same price as Yelena. There you go, Will.
Yeah, thanks,
Go
Justin.
get
That was
yourself
nice.
a Yelena.
That was nice of you.
Lael, I've got
Very
one.
thoughtful. So Justin
Lael,
loves
I've got
price
one
now.
other selling point for you.
what is it?
Oh,
Hellboy. Hellboy is out there. It's wacky. It wasn't something you ever thought you were gonna get, and we talked you into it, and you did, and then you were like, "Holy shit, this figure is amazing!
that.
It's
Mad
different
Eye
than
Spider.
everything that I have in my collection, and it's a hell of a release. This is gonna do the same thing."
Okay.
I don't think it's going to sell well. I don't think people are going to love it when it's first released. I don't think it's going to go crazy on the aftermarket like Brendan thinks it will, because Spider-Punk didn't. And
I
Spider-Punk
think it
is
will,
the
but
same
in
vein
like
as
2
this.
years. Like it's going to be a slow burn. I think it would. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going to sell out for a while. But then I think it's going to be like Anakin, Darkseid Anakin.
I don't
It's not
think-
going to sell
I've-
out for a while, but then when it does, it's going to be popular again.
I don't think so, because Spider-Punk has been out for ages, and you can still get or a Scarlet Spider. You can get them relatively cheap. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think this will always be affordable, always be attainable. So that's, I think, where this is going. It's going to be in the same realm as the other Spidey figures. It's not like a quintessential Spidey, so you'll be able to get it, which I think is a good thing. But if it does sell out and it does go up, and people are looking to get it, and they're paying millions of dollars for it, then that's good. But I don't think that's where it's going to be. So maybe you have some time on this. Wait. What I like to say is just wait for the videos. Wait for my video. Wait for Ryan's video. Wait for whoever else is making videos, and see, or Lael if he decides to get this and review it. Wait for Lael's video, and then make your decision, because you can see how it moves. You can see how it looks in the display potentially. If someone shows you that, I don't know, someone might. You can see what it comes with.
Yeah.
And that
Doc
can
Smizzle
help you
said
make
that
your
this is
decision.
how Doc Smizzle said this is how Tobey Maguire is going to show up in No Way Home.
Possibly. Okay,
I'd
so
be down for that.
That would be crazy.
Will,
be
I'm
down for
I'm
that.
I'm gonna let you go first, Will. No. As a matter of fact, I'll go first because Will's going. He's the wild card. Okay, so I'll go first.
That's true.
We know Will's not going to go for it.
So
Nah,
yeah,
you
we
never know.
so Will's always the wild card. So
Oh, well, I
hashtag wild card Willie. So that's his name, wild card Willie.
Willie.
Hashtag
Wow.
wild card Willie. So
They
here's
used
the
to call me
thing.
Wild Will in high school. So
So here we go.
Did they?
yeah,
I
they
don't
did.
Wild
That's a
Will.
real thing. Wild Will. Yeah.
Wow, Will, that's some funny shit.
Yeah.
So, all right, check this out. So, now before I say this, there's 116 people watching. Hit that like button, subscribe right now, share this video. We need all the likes we can get. Come on, let's go. Okay, so
Come on now.
this is what I'm going to actually say here. Brendan, you sold me on the lore because it is the lore of this particular version and what he went. And on top of that, I'm a huge fan of Deathlock. Like literally, if you know the origin of Deathlock and you know how important he's probably in, which I don't understand why the MCU hasn't really explored that character more, which I hopefully they will in the future because he's really important. He's a centerpiece to the future of the MCU. Seriously, he is. If you know the lore of this character. But you did sell me on that point, and I do like, some of the unique qualities of it. Justin, you sold me on the weirdness. Because the thing is, you did. Because I love interesting characters, but again, there is a slight innovation. There is just some innovation with this particular character. I do like that.
You'll be able to
like
get him cheap, I reckon. Just wait it
Yeah.
out, see what happens. I reckon
Exactly.
this one's going to be like Spider-Punk is the perfect example because they're just as weird as each other.
Yeah.
So
And
you can pick
Spider-Punk
up
is
a
such a great
Spider-Punk.
figure.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great.
Spider-Punk, yeah. And see, that's the thing is like, I like this figure, and yes, I would get it. But here's my thing. I'm not getting this before I get the classic suit Spider-Man. Because my thing is, I've waited and I'm still waiting, and it pisses me off that they are releasing this, even though it's a Toy Fair exclusive. I get that, but it's the same damn material that they're going to use for the classic suit. Why
That's
aren't
why
they
I think the
releasing
classic
that?
suit's not that far off.
And I'm hoping that it's not, because
hope
we
not,
need
yeah.
to get that soon. Like, we need to get it. Like, literally.
That should have been first. Advanced
It
suit
should
and
have been.
classic shoot should have been
Exactly.
back to back out at the similar time. They should have been like that. Should have
Exactly.
been it.
It should have been it, and we should have got it. But I mean, who knows how it's going to go? I mean, I will. Maybe Toya will get this for me for. She might get this for me for Christmas. Who knows?
Oh,
I'm just throwing it out there.
There
She
you
might
go.
get it
There
for
you
me
go.
for Christmas. She always asks me what I want for Christmas, so she might get this if it's available. I wouldn't put it past her if I see this under the tree. Hint, hint. I'm just throwing it out there. You know,
Under the tree.
I'm just throwing it
Not
out there.
so subtle.
I'm
Not
just,
so
I'm just,
subtle,
you know, just throwing it out there just in case. But no, it is, like I said, I do see some innovation here. The only thing that pissed me off is the simple fact that we are getting this before we are getting, look what she say. Meh, meh,
Ain't
meh.
happening.
Toya, come on.
She's
now.
like, but
on
no,
now.
but no,
It's a
literally.
gift for him, not for you.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see definitely how this goes. Well, I'm going to throw it over to you. I would like to, because you're the wild card, and you know,
Yeah.
after we get done with this segment, we're going to go into your segment. But it'd be nice to hear what you think and
Okay.
would you pass on? I mean, would
It'll
you
look
would
great
you
with
buy?
what it fits.
Would you buy or would you pass? Now, I already think I know, but you might surprise me. But Will, take it away.
Okay, so you guys make really compelling points, but I'm gonna have to say, no, absolutely not.
Oh my god.
Twice for some comedic effect. Absolutely not. No chance. All right, I should never have the soundboard.
You got
I
beat
should
up a
not-
lot in high school, didn't you?
No, you guys made a very compelling argument, but absolutely not. This figure, it looks cool, but I know nothing about it, and it's funny. Like, it is different. Like, he has some yellow pouches and a cyborg arm, but at the same time, like, nobody wants this figure. Like, nobody really. Like,
More people than want Pennywise.
no. All right, let's place bets on that. 'Cause
Yeah, I think Brendan is right on that. I think this will sell just because it's a Toy Fair exclusive and it's Spidey, especially overseas. I think this will sell better than Pennywise.
No, it might. Honestly, I'm just joking. It really might. Yeah, but Pennywise will always sell more in my heart, so it's fine. But this figure does look cool, really. I mean, I'm just joking. All joking aside, it does
Oh
look
my
cool.
God.
It does look cool, so I'm happy for you guys who are getting him. But it's just not for me. I don't know anything about him, and I feel like I don't need every Spider-Man. I have one from the films, the Far From Home movie promo suit. So, and I love that. I'll probably get one from maybe No Way Home, but this one, you guys know, I don't really get figures I don't have a connection to or love.
It's not
so
Loki.
For me,
It's not Loki.
no, it's
Yeah.
not Loki to me. But there's no doubt it looks cool. It does. I think it does look
Yeah.
cool. I mean, this is a unique Spider-Man, no doubt about it. I mean, he's got a cyborg arm. I mean, he's
Yeah.
cool looking. But it's just
Yeah.
for me, like, it's impossible to sell me on it unless I like got attached to the source material. Like, because there's nothing in it that would grab me otherwise. Like, it's a cool looking
Yeah.
figure and it definitely has presence, but there's almost nothing you could say unless it was like really cheap to sell it to me. Like, if it was like $150 in the bargain bin, as they say, then next to Elena, then maybe I would consider him. But otherwise, nah, he's just not for me. But I'm happy for everyone else who get him. I don't think he's gonna sell. I don't agree, Brendan, that I think he's gonna skyrocket on the aftermarket. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
Brendan.
don't. Yeah, I mean, it's
Now they're
possible.
gonna-
Anything's possible.
Now they're
but
going to
yeah,
attack
it's-
us, Will, and they're going to say Team Brendan.
Everyone's team will. at all
We're not
times,
attacking.
Justin.
We're not attacking Brendan. We promise. We just
I am.
we're
No, I'm just
cordially
kidding, I'm not.
disagreeing with him. Just
No, yeah. It's a
It
cool
is
looking
a-
figure,
how
but
like
Feel
yeah.
violated.
Justin and Brendan, you guys did a great job. Brendan, you guys both really did a great job selling.
Y'all
it.
nailed it. Y'all
But
nailed
for
it.
me, yeah, there's nothing. you
Really,
could say
I
to
was
me
just
to sell it.
speaking to Lael because I know you've never read a comic book a day in your life, so like that argument was not going to work with you about Deathlock. So
Yeah, the Deathlock. I mean, it was definitely on point, and the weirdness, like, because I do like some weird shit. So Justin was on point with that.
you need to
But-
already want it to want it. You
Yeah.
can't convince. I find with something,
Right.
it's
That's
pricey.
true, yeah.
It's weird. It's very It's Spidey, right? You have to already love Spidey. You're collecting Spidey, and then you will want this. Like, you can't convince someone who never wanted to buy this to just go out and buy it. It's like you would never convince me to put Pennywise in my collection, no matter how good it is, no matter what you tell me. I would never put that thing in my collection.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
pre-ordered this literally the day it went up in July for pre-order. I
Yeah, I love
the
immediately-
minute
So
it went.
Like, I love when Hot Toys makes a figure that someone is really, really gonna love. That makes me happy for sure.
What's
But
what's
this
the
is one of those
celebrity?
things. Like,
What's the
even if
celebrity
you
name for
haven't,
Will and Justin?
even if you don't get excited about this, the fact that they're doing weird shit like this should be helpful.
Wilston.
Wilston.
Well,
No.
listen, I think I'm thinking about doing. I mean, this was interesting because, I may have a segment where Will has to sell us on statues. You know what I mean? Like, you got to
Depends
sell
on the statue.
because you're
I'll say
never.
Proof that it works.
I'm gonna convince
true. That's
Lael.
true.
I'm gonna convince Lael on 2 other figures too.
Who's
Both
that?
Iron Strange and
Oh,
Armored
never.
Deadpool.
Never Iron
I'm gonna
Strange.
convince him.
Never Iron
Yeah,
Strange.
there's nothing you could sell me on that.
You're
one
I'm
personally, but
never getting that Iron
it's too
Strange.
expensive and
I'm
it just-
just never
I-
getting that Iron Strange.
They
I'm
just
not
took a
doing
bunch
it.
of unused Mark 50s and made Iron
What
Strange.
was the other one you said?
The Iron Strange and Armored Deadpool.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Armored Deadpool.
He's pretty
is-
cool, but I wouldn't get him.
I saw someone
Hell
do a Photoshop.
no.
and put,
Hell
like,
no.
graffiti and like decals and stickers all
Oh.
over him, and like Deadpool sayings and
I
slogans.
bet you
and,
there
like,
will be
Jimmy
some
Chungus
really
and
good
stuff. And
mods
that
of
was
that.
really cool. That was
Yeah.
cool. So
I think there will be some really cool mods for that one.
You daggone, you said it right. The hardest pass on artistry on
has there
Iron Strange.
ever been a
Yes.
soft pass? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I
Like, sometimes
guess.
you're like, I might get it when it comes out, but it's a soft pass for now. Like, yeah.
That's a,
Oh,
okay,
hell
it's a
no.
soft-
That's a soft
Is there a
pass.
a medium, like a medium rare pass, or like?
Yeah. If you, by the way, steaks need to be well done. Let me just throw that out.
Shut
there.
your
They
whore
need
mouth
to-
right now.
They need to be,
You
bro.
shut your whore mouth right now.
Medium rare is a travesty, people. Like, it's well done or get the hell out of here.
Why don't you
It's
just eat shoe leather at that point?
shoe leather?
If you cook
How
a steak past
dare
medium
you.
rare, you deserve to be
Oh
punched
my
right in the
God.
box. Okay,
Medium,
Square
dude.
in
You
the
don't
box.
want. I don't want pink in my steak, dude. Cook that shit well
Will,
done. Cook
There
it
is
so it's
nothing
done.
better
Like,
than a warm pink center. That's how you
No.
do it. That's how you do
no,
it.
no,
Will.
no, 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 no.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god!
Y'all are
Hey
tripping.
Justin, he says this after you just spent as much on the food that you got.
How was your steak cooked, Justin? Was it medium rare?
Yes, of course it was medium rare.
Justin, figures and
If
flicks
you
is done.
cook it
We're
past
done.
that, you cook out all the flavor.
Correct.
No,
It
that's
needs
where
to
you
be-
marinate the flavor,
be
dude.
nice
You
and-
cook it. You cook it well done. You know, I'm not saying
Will,
burn it to a crisp, so it's
Will.
like dusty, but yeah.
When we go to
I've never wanted something to happen
premium
badly
steak
to you like,
restaurants.
more than ever.
when we go to the good restaurants that have the Wagyu, and they suggest that it's cooked medium rare, and you try it, I promise you it will change your life. It is completely different.
Pennywise is never
Put
coming
it this
back.
way: way
Leonard, how
back in the
could you?
day, I worked at a restaurant when I was in high school and college, and it was such a good restaurant. But if you asked for a steak past medium rare, they would say no. If you want it cooked more than that, go somewhere else. We're not doing it. Medium rare, and that's it. Get the fuck out otherwise.
I think.
Will, you haven't
on.
had a Wagyu steak. And when you do, and you have it medium rare, and it's got a beautiful
Just
crust
quit
on it.
Team Will.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Come on, Will. We'll sort
Yeah.
it. People, it's just because he hasn't had that glorious Wagyu steak yet. When he does...
I like beef jerky, but I don't want that for my steak.
I'm gonna test something. Hold on.
Oh my god.
$2 super chat, Simon Cowell. What in the hell did you say? He saw these.
Anyway,
I downloaded
shall
a
we
buzzer
move
sound
on? Can
effect,
we-
so when you guys say
can
something
we
that's
hear Will's-
ridiculous,
Let's hear Will's.
Will's thing.
Will, are you ready? Cause you just come on, man. You blew your chance, bro. When you talk, come on, man. You're losing some followers right now, bro.
Bro,
Everybody was Team Will.
My temperature actually went up like 10
Come on.
degrees when you
I can't
fucking
believe
said
that people don't understand a
I
well done
was well
steak
done.
and the value. Like it's the travesty.
Ekwan says, "Well done steak with ketchup." Yes, I assume that's how Will eats his steaks. Well,
No.
that's how my dad eats his steaks. Well done with ketchup.
He likes
That's
ketchup.
how my dad
Ketchup.
loves Yeah.
Oh,
Do you guys use
my
A1
God.
or is that another no?
What is that?
You don't have A1?
A1 sauce? Nah.
If you cook the steak the right way, you don't need A1 sauce.
What is that?
Maybe it's a Maryland thing. I don't
It's
know.
just it's a condiment. It's just like a
It's
steak
like
sauce, a barbecue
yeah, like
sauce
a
kinda
barbecue
deal.
type sauce. Yeah, it's like
It's entirely unnecessary if you know how to cook a steak.
We got a $5 super chat from Blue Tattoo. He said, "Hey folks, hope you guys are doing well. I'm starting to make figures and sculpts. Would any of y'all be interested in a Grandmaster 6 scale figure?"
Who wouldn't? I would love it if Hot Toys
Absolutely,
made a
Jeff
Grandmaster.
Goldblum. Absolutely, Jeff Goldblum. all the
Hell
way.
yes.
I prefer a
Hell
Valkyrie,
yes.
but yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
want them both.
Obviously.
Right, but I'm saying with Ragnarok, if they're going to dip back into that line, they probably wouldn't make all of it. So I would say make Valkyrie instead. But yeah,
Blue Tattoo, if you make a Grandmaster head sculpt, please show me. Please show me. I'd
I would,
feature it
yeah.
on the show. I'd definitely feature
I'd
it on
love
the
to see
show.
it.
So I would love to basically see that. As a matter of fact, Blue Tattoo, while you at it, please make a Justin, aka Neo, head sculpt as well. I would love to see that. I would put it on the figure in a heartbeat. So let's go. Will, are you
All right.
ready, bro?
You want me to share my screen?
Share
right
your
now?
screen. Let's go, bro. Tonight, y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is, but before we actually get into that, we have to always introduce the segment. We have to always introduce the segment. You know what it is.
Oh wait, hold on. Are we you want a full screen of me first? I guess.
Yeah, well, we're gonna. I'm gonna bring a full screen of you in, but I'm all
Somebody's
going.
thirsty.
So this week's episode of The World According to Foxification. I know y'all motherfuckers have been waiting for this. It's been a long time coming. We didn't get one last week, but we did. Will got one this week, and Will, you better make it the best time of our lives, motherfucker. Do it now. Let's go.
I'm gonna sell you guys on buying used secondhand figures. It's going to be quite the ride. So we're going to talk about a lot of different tips, tricks, all that good stuff when buying secondhand figures because it's not an easy journey. It's a very difficult one. Sometimes you get broken shit, and we're going to talk about that tonight. And we're going to show some photos actually. So it's going to get real spicy real fast. So it just
go.
depends on where you buy it from. I mean, if you buy it from Toys Wonderland, then who knows? You rolling the dice, I guess. But Justin's going to love me.
Hey, I am objective. So just because I work with Toys Wonderland, this is for a very specific.
I didn't know
YouTube
you could
graphic.
be
I know who
objective,
you are.
Justin.
No, neither did I. Surprisingly, just because I work with them, I will freely admit sometimes their customer service not great.
No, they
So-
took care of me though. The Loki helmet, they did take care of me, so I really got to give them credit.
Okay,
So
good.
they
Good,
really
good,
did.
good,
Yep.
good.
Everything's good. Tell you, Justin. So okay, so buying used collectibles. The first thing, obviously, check out for the Cheeto fingers. I mean, collectors sometimes they just don't they don't like wash their hands well. I mean, like there's a lot of Cheeto fingers out there. So like if you get a figure with some orange dust sprinkled on it, you know you should have never bought that used collectible. And if you get a Harley figure with the skin looking like this, that wasn't even a used collectible, but it came broken. It might as well have been. And look at this little green lane. I don't even know who makes this, but it's broken. And this creepy ass clown, I don't even know where I got this from. I think I looked at broken
hell is
collectible. I don't know. I think the head's broken. Because I looked up broken collectible and this just popped up. So I put it in there. And I knew Justin
Get
would
that
like it.
off the screen.
Yeah, it's really honestly I have no
really
idea what it
horrifying.
is. Like it's very
Truly
creepy. So
horrendous.
yeah, it's truly horrendous. Like
That
the people
might actually be worse than Pennywise.
I think it is. It's like a Pennywise inspired type thing, but we'll move on from it. Okay. So first tip, don't just buy anything, right? Take a look at those double T's. Those double T's, thoughtfulness and thoroughness, okay? These are some specific considerations, okay? There's a lot of these, but these are very specific. You need to be considerate of a lot of things. Like anytime, Justin's favorite topic, price, right? Price is crucial, especially when you're buying a secondhand figure, right? Because you need to understand, is this the right time to buy this secondhand figure? Are you buying at the high point? Are you buying at the low point, the midpoint? Where are you at right now? Did this character just show up in another
Medium
property
rare
again?
point.
Yeah, the medium rare point. Are you at the well done steak point, meaning the peak of what steaks can be? Then yes, then you wanna go ahead and get that figure. Then no, but like for example, like Darkseid Anakin right now would probably not be a good time to buy that figure, right? Because he's very high. He's at his peak right now. Like he's not. It's not a point where you want to buy that figure. But secondhand figures can be expensive depending on the figure. Once they sell out, a lot of them go up in price. Hot Toys retain their value for the most part, besides sequel figures, except for the ones, I bought them all, but no one else did. So, and like those are the only figures really of Hot Toys that sort of depreciate in value. Most of them pretty much hover around their retail or a little bit less, right? But the timing is crucial when you buy a figure because otherwise that's going to be dependent on how much you're going to pay, right? If you're, like I said, buying it when Boba Fett just shows up in the show again and there's no new figure, people are going to want the old one, right? So, and look at, what's it called? Trevor Slattery, right? You could have bought him before he showed up in Shang-Chi and you would have paid a hell of a lot less, right? So, and now look what you're paying, a hell of a lot more. Okay.
You can still get that one at retail. Just
yeah,
FYI.
he's still a great price, but you could have got him for like $100 probably. I mean, like
I couldn't see much in Shang-Chi, but he was absolutely one of my favorite parts.
exactly. That figure is worth a lot more now, I think. I mean, like Brendan said, still
yes.
retail, but he was well below retail before. Like he was like an Electro figure. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, I think
On
that's
Electro.
You can get like brand new
$100 for
sealed
him.
in box from a retailer for retail price right now, though. If you know where to
Oh
look.
yeah, maybe Pop Culture.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they might have them, but
No. Other places.
Pop culture, you'll never get that.
yeah, you'll get it in 2026. But look into the seller. I do this actually a lot. You could do a background check if you want. Like I have a system that I actually look through and you can run a background check on a seller if you want. And I'm not talking about like checking their selling history. I'm talking about checking their
Like
history.
my current situation. will.
Exactly, Justin. Like I'm not looking into like their selling history. That's nice. That's important. But at the same time, looking at like their criminal history, things like that. I want to know who I'm buying from, right? So I want to know what kind of steak they like. Like this is very important, right? If it's not well done, the deal's off.
my
So
God.
it's just a wrap. So the condition of everything. This is so important. The accessories, all of them. The face sculpt, the portrait. Some might say. Everything about the figure needs to be noted and shown. Photos and video if possible. Ask for videos of the packaging. Ask for videos of all the accessories. Ask for videos of as much as you want without being annoying, obviously, but you need to see things because if you don't really know what you're buying exactly. You're taking the seller at their word, which sometimes works out, sometimes doesn't. Payment method. I'm going to throw this out there one more time, and I'll go over it again later in the presentation. Do not pay with goods and services. With friends and family. My apologies. Do not pay with friends and family. You will get screwed probably because if someone says they only accept friends and family, it's way too risky unless you know that person. And then you could show up to their house and put a flaming bag of dog poop on their porch and you will get that money back, hopefully, because they'll feel ashamed. But otherwise, if it's a seller just online, no chance you're getting that money back. So do not pay with friends and family, always goods and services. Okay. Any other relevant factors that I can't remember at the moment? I'm sure there's other things, but don't just buy anything. There's other factors at play here. Secondhand figures are not an easy thing to purchase at all times. Okay, so the customer service aspect. You can see here another broken figure, right? What happens like when you get a broken figure? Like again, I put it in all caps. Do not conduct a transaction via PayPal, friends, and family. Just don't do it. You got no protection. You're screwed. You're out the money. They're going to block you and run off and go buy some alcohol with it, maybe. I don't know. But who knows what people do these days, what the kids do. Okay, so no recourse. You're relying on the legitimacy and honesty of the seller, which is usually a bad bet. Because if they're only accepting payment via that way, that's your red flag right there. You need to run the other direction. Buying secondhand figures, I think it's easy to forget this. It's not the same as buying new, also called firsthand figures. I don't know if that's true. I just made it up, but I like the way it sounds. So customer service, there are no replacements usually, depending on where you buy from. But even if you buy from, say, Toys Wonderland, and they have a used stock of something, they might only have one of that figure. It's a sold-out figure, so there's not replacement parts, right? So that's something that's really important to keep in mind. There's no do-overs, in other words. So, like, you might get a return, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, shipping the figure back, the seller might be like, well, it was fine when I sent it to you, and then it's broken now. And it becomes a case of he said, she said, right? So you got to know some of the risk you're incurring by buying secondhand, right? Even from a shop, from an individual seller, whoever the case is. I've had some bad experiences with that, and it's never fun. It's your word versus theirs, and it becomes it takes the joy out of collecting, right? So you got to be careful about who you're buying from and being thoughtful about it. Not every seller has an extensive track record. Some are just trying to sell shit. They don't inspect it. They don't pack it well. You got to know who you're buying from. That's so important. Okay, shopping around, right? This is a picture of my scratched Loki helmet. So Toys Wonderland took care of me, but this is how it came. Like the rest of it is great, but the inside, I think this might have been DHL's fault. I talked to Justin about this, but they took care of me. So I got to give Toys Wonderland credit. They gave me some store credit, as a payment for this. So I'm happy. So this is a good situation where this was a new item, but still, like if you're buying from a shop that you feel will give you good customer service, that's a shop worth your business. If you don't think so, then you should look the other direction. Here's something really important though. It's not advisable rather to purchase a collectible at 2 or 3 times more retail. Everyone's different, right? If you really want that figure and you have the funds, by all means go for it. It's just not advisable because it's not how hot toys usually work, right? You have to consider a number of different factors. Consider whether the IP is active. So like one figure that I bought for a little bit over retail was the DX13 Terminator, right? The battle damage Terminator. Because I know Terminator is not an active franchise. Hot Toys is probably not retouching that one, although Back to the Future they redid, so you never know. But it just doesn't seem likely. It doesn't seem like a good bet, right? Is a reissue likely? Like, for example, Darkseid Anakin. I sold that figure for 3 times what I paid for it because I knew even if they don't reissue a Darkseid Anakin, they'll make another Anakin in Ahsoka, in Kenobi, something, right? They're gonna make other. They might just reissue Darkseid Anakin altogether because that's how Hot Toys does business. Will that character appear again? Right? Is the character going to appear again to give you another chance to buy it at a retail price instead of 2 or 3 times what you pay? Right? It's just not a good investment. Hot Toys reissue too much, and they have too many characters show up in other properties, within that universe, and it's just not a good bet to buy a figure at 2-3 times retail unless you just really need it right that second. If you're patient, will you find a better deal? Most likely with Hot Toys. With statues, it's a different ball game. If they're limited edition pieces, but there's always going to be something new. They'll make the character in a different pose. There'll always be another option. So I wouldn't get too bent out of shape about that one. Should you buy from reseller or a fellow collector? Like I said, there are resellers, shops, so to speak, that sell secondhand. That's a little more secure typically, depending upon who you're buying from, but something to think about. It's important to keep in mind that many figures will come out in the near future, so how badly do you need that one figure? I think sometimes we as collectors lack the foresight to think about all the stuff that's coming out in the future. And we can't even understand some of it because we don't know, right? Like Eternals is coming out. We have Spider-Man No Way Home. We have, the Black Adam movie. We have Batman. We have so much stuff coming out that we just don't even know that we're going to love yet. So you think about the space, the money, all that good stuff. So how badly do you want to pay 2 or 3 times for one figure when you could get 2 figures for that price, in other words? Okay, final recommendations. You can see here, we got a Cheeto for the F. So I'm talking about Cheeto fingers. It's kind of our thing at this point. Cheeto fingers, we got an F for final. And here's your lane up here saying, please buy me. She's right next to the bargain bin. So, yeah, I'm just digging my grave a little bit deeper. So all the people who hate me for that,
you should see the comments on my Yelena preview video. There were an overwhelming majority of people saying, "Oh, thank God, I'm buying this day one. Pre-order's already in." So quite surprising.
Hell yeah.
Well, maybe the bargain bin price is pretty good then. So people are just waiting for it. No, maybe she'll sell. Who knows? Okay, so eBay is a fine outlet for buying collectibles. Selling collectibles is a little bit trickier, right? If you carefully inspect the listing and seller, I think buying is safe on there because eBay really looks after the buyer, like way overkill. Like if anything's wrong with something, they're gonna be like, "Oh, the seller probably fucked that one up." Like,
can I give you an example? Actually,
yeah, go ahead, Justin.
Last week, I sold my Anovos Mandalorian helmet, right?
Yeah.
And I reviewed it. So, like, there's a video literally showing the condition. It was flawless. Perfect. No problems. So I took pics. I listed it on eBay. I put in the exact same box they sent it to me from wherever the hell it came from in the United States. So I packed it very securely. Anyway, this guy receives it. He sends me a message saying, "Thanks, it looks awesome. I love it." He leaves me positive feedback. And then 2 days later, he messages me saying, "Oh, actually, there's some damage on the underside. I want to return it." And I was like, well, first of all, there was absolutely no damage. Here is a link to my video showing you the review. It was flawless.
Yeah.
But eBay are so aggressively on the buyer's side. Even though I said I don't accept returns, he was still able to launch a return. And because I didn't want the thing back. Now it's freaking damaged. I didn't send it to him damaged. I don't want it back. Right. What the hell?
Yep.
They put an immediate hold on funds. So he paid $1,100 for it, but they took... I ended up getting $970 to my account. So they took a big chunk of change. They took $130 in fees. But they put a hold of $1,200 on my card. So they took more than he actually paid, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was messaging back and forth, and I said, "Look, I'm not going to take it back. I don't know what you would like to do." So I offered him $100 refund. I said, "I'll give you $100. You keep the helmet." And he immediately accepted that. So what I think happened was he dropped it, because he'd already left me positive feedback, and he said that it was in great condition when it arrived. He literally messaged me saying, "Oh, it's awesome. I love it." So I think he dropped it, and then he was like, "Oh, shit. What am I going to do? I either return it or I at least get $100 back. Bit of a win for me." So that's what happened. He ended up accepting it. He took the $100, but yeah, eBay is not good if you're a seller. Even if it's not your fault, even if it's damage in transit, they will immediately put a huge hold on your card, and you will be responsible, even if you sent it to them in perfect condition, and you can prove that.
eBay is aggressively anti-seller. They are pro-buyer all the way. So if you're a buyer, I think you're going to be fine, but you have a lot of protection. But
great
if
for
you're a
you.
seller,
Yeah.
no, not really. So yeah, Justin, that's a great example. Seriously, that kind of stuff happens. It really does. I mean, as a buyer, there's
Literally
nothing you
last
can do about it.
week.
Yeah, and
Last
like you're right, Justin. If you put even if you put no returns on there, they're going to be like eBay be like, nah, it's getting returned. So we don't care what you say.
Yeah.
So we don't. There might as well not even have that option because it doesn't matter really.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
but seriously, that's what I'm saying. Feel free to try some of the Facebook groups as well when you're buying, like 16 Republic, Tachi Station, Hot Toys, Not Toys, and for statues, the Rad Titan group. There's lots of good options, and like I mentioned, some of the Hong Kong resellers have, second hand figures, used figures, so that's always out there too. But be thoughtful. I always recommend this and think about your budget. How many figures do you want? Because how many is too many? Like how much do you want to pay for a secondhand figure? If you're buying it below retail, not so bad, right? But if you're paying a lot more, you got to be thoughtful about that. Is now the right time to buy based on market value? You got to be considerate about that. Remember every dollar. I always recommend that for budgeting. Like I said, you can keep a monthly budget with collecting and everything else in your life. So it's super helpful. It's free. Be on the lookout for PM for price and high shipping charges. Don't deal with the PM for price guys. Seriously, they're freaking shady. Like if they don't tell you the price is because it's too high and they know they're going to get laughed at in the comments. So just don't deal with them. It's going to probably be a waste of your time. So
Or the make me an offer guys. I hate that. It's like,
the make me an offer
No, no,
guys. Oh my God.
Tell me
Those
how
are
much-
just the
how much
evolved
you want.
PM for price guys, I feel like.
Yeah,
They're just like
and
the
then
new
you tell
form.
them you tell them the offer. They're like, "Oh my god, that is way too low." Blah blah. And you're like, but you told me to make you an offer. Like you gave me no indication of where you were price wise.
Right. And high shipping charges. Seriously, be on the lookout for that. That's why I like when people list their figures shipped. So if they say like 300 shipped, or instead of saying 280 plus shipping, because shipping, they could be like, oh, shipping's $50, but it's not. Like it's not. So only pay with PayPal goods and services. And again, watch out for those Cheeto fingers. They're everywhere. Peanut butter, Cheeto fingers, whatever the case may be, it's out there. Guys, thank you so much. This was a great presentation, if I do say so myself. Thank you. Thank you. Is Brendan asleep?
That was great. That was literally a great presentation, and
Thanks,
you see
man.
that people in here actually said it was helpful. Especially for people, because here's the thing, I'll put it this way, and this is someone who used to use eBay years ago, and I'm talking about years ago. I used to actually sell sneakers on eBay. You know what I mean? Just sneakers, classics, stuff like that. And here's the thing: everything that I sold was authentic. It wasn't something that was basically made and resold, because if especially in the shoe game, everybody knows. In the shoe game, everybody knows. eBay, hell no. Literally, hell no. That's not, especially now, that's not where you go, because you're right. They are basically on the side of the buyer. You know what I mean? Not the seller. Because anybody can lodge a complaint and get their money back like that. Like literally, without dispute. Even if you actually have a legitimate reasoning for why that, it was perfect. But they do that.
Right.
And sometimes you can clearly see that when you get the product back, it was damaged. Like they damaged it. You know what I mean? So you're right. eBay, I haven't been on eBay since, I would say, 2007, bro. That's how long it's been.
And the fees. The fees are rough. So
These are astronomical, and they don't take PayPal anymore. They use their own eBay payment gateways. So when you're getting paid, they literally control everything. They make you wait 21 days to get paid.
Yeah,
and they're like,
until
but
you build,
I
like,
sold
a
that because I
rapport,
need the money now. Like I have like 390 positive feedback, and I've been on YouTube since for 10 years, but they still for some reason made me wait 21 days. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
100% positive feedback, 390 or something. It's insane.
I haven't
I don't know
used
that
eBay.
well done.
I haven't
thing
used
is
eBay in
still-
a long time. I think so I used eBay a couple of years back when I was hunting down some of the early Assassin's Creed Damn Toys releases that I missed out on, so I ended up finding them all. So I got those, and then
Nice.
I actually picked up 89 Keaton and Joker on eBay. Perfect condition, reasonable prices and stuff. But that was a couple of years back, so that was before all the fees kind of got crazy. And now I don't really I don't really buy too much used stuff or sell a ton of stuff. I'm selling a couple pieces right now actually, but I don't usually do it that often. But if I do, it's more like Mercari or something, which I've had.
We don't have that here, unfortunately.
Really?
Mercari has
Yeah.
been pretty good to me. Granted, then they ended up putting them out again, but I still got them for basically retail. But like, I had to hunt down a couple of these guys about a year.
Oh, the
year and a half ago.
turtles.
So
I just
I
traded
have all
mine.
4.
Yeah, you did.
But like 2 of them I got on Mercari. So yeah, so I got a couple on there, and then I sold a handful of stuff on Mercari too. So I actually like using that if I am gonna sell or buy anything secondhand. That's kind of my go-to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Got a couple of super chats here. We got one from Pip Art. $5 super chat. Hey fellas, just dropping by or popping by to say how awesome you guys are and how much I appreciate these streams. Can't wait to watch this one tomorrow. Thank you very much for that.
Hey.
And we got another super chat here. This is from SB. $5. Nice, Justin. Now I have to adjust your head sculpt. LOL. I can show him if I can get on the stream. Otherwise, you can see it on my YouTube channel. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely get you on the channel, S-Beam, if ever you want to come on and show. He did a Justin head sculpt. Did he ever show
That's
you?
what I
Right.
want to know.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Sculpted
I've
hair.
seen
You seen it? Was it? Did you like it?
Sculpted hair, yeah. Yeah, it's a work in progress, so it's not finished yet. So yeah, I'm liking it so far.
You know what? Will you
gotta
see
find it.
Will Brennan? That's when you know you're big time. When you're
Yeah.
big time is when people make you a effing head sculpt. That's when you
Right.
know
He
you are
did,
big time.
He did Rob actually as well.
Yeah?
Rob. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
S
find it.
Beam, definitely. I would love to get you on this show. I think he sent me a message as well. S Beam, I would love to get you on the show. So you can definitely show that off, man. You just say the word, and you are here, bro. I would love to have you
there we
on
go.
here, man. And now you might have to revamp it and give it that Matrix look now. You know what I mean? I think that's what he was saying. Now he has to adjust the head sculpt now because, Justin got that nice fade going on.
yeah.
So, we got another super chat here, $9 super chat. I always have bad experiences with the used figures. Mint condition for one collector is probably fair condition for another.
That is true. That is very
Yeah.
true.
I don't buy
friends-
secondhand much. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like buying secondhand, but I kind of know, like, the people that I buy from, I kind of know what to expect. Where
Yeah.
there's this one guy, he's a good friend of mine actually, and I know that his condition levels. This is another perfect example. So, Bob Dylan bought a figure off a guy. It was a third-party Lady Deadpool, and he sold it to a friend of mine, and neither of them, I think, had opened it before it got to me. So I bought it off my friend. So it's like fourth hand at that point. And I opened it up, and I was going to review it, and it smelled of cigarette smoke. And I know that neither Bob Dylan nor my friend smoke. But I messaged my mate, and I was like, "Hey, dude, it smells like cigarette smoke. Like, who to get it off? Don't buy it off him again." And then immediately I was told, like, "Oh, it didn't smell like that when I got it. You just have like a stronger sense of smell than I do." And I'm like,
What the hell?
"Dude, I'm your friend. I know you. You know me. Like, yes, okay, I've got a very sensitive sense of smell, but it has to be there for me to smell it. Like, I'm not blaming you.
exactly.
Right.
It's the guy that Bob Dylan got it off originally. It's not Bob Dylan. It's not you. Just letting you know." Anyway, it was really weird. And anytime I get something off local people, it's always touch and go because their quality level can sometimes be drastically different to like when I sell a used figure. The plastic goes back on the head sculpt. The plastic goes back on the arms and the boots, and all the accessories go in the right places. Whereas sometimes you'll get, like my Mandarin figure, he arrived without the plastic even on the head sculpt. His nose was pressed right up against the clam tray. That could have been a recipe for disaster. So you need to be very, very careful when you're buying used stuff, not just with the condition of it in the guy's cabinet, but how he's going to send it to you.
Right.
You need to be okay. Make sure you pack it with the plastic all over the outfit. Pushing that clam tray up against a suit like this pleathery stuff. I bought a second BVS Batman, and the clam tray was pushed up against his knee. So when I opened it, it ripped off the fabric on his knee, and it was damaged. And then the guy obviously wouldn't do anything for me. He couldn't. So I had to repair it myself. So just make sure that when you're getting stuff used, you ensure that they pack it safely exactly how Hot Toys would pack it when they send it to you.
That's why I said a
Or
video
unlike-
is so
Gotcha.
important. Yeah.
Yes, unlike what there's a YouTube channel made by a California company, and when they do the posing videos, they take off. They like, oh, exactly how it would come to you. Well, I certainly hope that's not exactly how it would come to you because there's no plastic on it. So don't
Yeah.
take those posing videos. Don't take them as your buying advice. Go and find another video that will actually show you what it looks like when it comes to you. Take a screenshot of that and say, make sure you pack it like this when you send it to me.
Right.
Yeah.
That way,
Also, if
it
you're
will not get damaged.
receiving a used figure, it's a good idea to record, like use your phone and record a video
The
of
unboxing,
you actually
Yes.
opening.
Not a bad idea.
Just lean it against a,
With the
a wall,
consumer
if you got a
advice,
tripod,
Brendan.
whatever.
There you go.
There we go.
But record yourself opening it, so it's sealed.
Yeah.
You haven't touched it yet, so they can show. You can show that it's actually sealed. That you didn't do it, damage it, and then you decided, oh, now I'm going to make a video, and record yourself doing that. So you've got documented proof if something is damaged, because then you can actually provide that to PayPal or whatever platform, Mercari or whatever, so that if there's a dispute, you've got documented proof. Like, no, you can watch me open it right here and see the condition.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I mentioned,
So-
Hot Toys subreddit. That's a good place. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
all
they love
right.
me on
So,
there.
as Beam said, man, now is a good time for me. Otherwise, next week I could make time to come on. So, do y'all guys want to bring S Beam on here to see Justin's head sculpt? Would y'all like
Sure.
that?
I mean, yeah, if you want to.
Did you-
I'm just
I'm
so
falling
you're aware,
asleep,
I
but
need
other
to
than
go.
that-
I need to go. Yeah, I need to go eat at some point because it's been.
We'll S
2:41
Beam.
p.m. and I haven't
Yeah,
eaten
we'll
yet.
be
I'll
able
tell
to
you what.
stay on too
I tell
late
you what,
tonight.
S Beam, we'll do it next week. How about that? Next week we'll actually
that's
bring you on the show and you'll do it. So definitely next week, S Beam, I'll have you on the show and we will actually see that that head sculpt because I'm definitely interested. Now the reason why I have Brandon singled or soloed here is because
Because
Brendan,
I wake up in the morning and I piss extra.
no, not because of that. It's because I've kind of noticed
Not that
why.
much.
Is it because you actually put together those module cases and you wanted to show them off? Is that what it was?
Dude, this was...
I think that's what it was.
So the Moji case is...
No, just say yes or no.
What? What was the
Just
question?
say yes or no.
What was the question?
Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Just say yes. Thank you. I just wanted to say yes or no because you put those module cases there and you want us to see them. Am I right?
Oh, well, you
just
can only
say I'm
see
right.
some
Just say I'm right. Just say I'm right.
of- Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's
You can only
all
see
you
some
needed.
of them, though, because you can see what's up here. But, dude, these... So, my Moji cases were delivered yesterday to the wrong fucking house.
Oh.
And so my house there is 32 and there's a 32 and a half next door. So we always get it's rare,
What an
but it does
address.
happen in the US from time to time. I know it's stupid. So
Why
obviously
is
there's
there
a lot
32
of
A and B?
there's a lot of mistaken
Yeah.
deliveries, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, my driveway is about 35, 40 feet long and a very steep hill. Okay? And it's been raining like a son of a bitch for the last couple of days because of the storm that's been just tearing through the Northeast. So I check my phone. I've been checking like constantly for the tracking and it shows like, oh, it's still, several miles away. All right, it's not going to be here for a while. I check it like 2:20 in the afternoon, still a ways away. I check 20 minutes later just to see like if it's made any progress, and then all of a sudden it says delivered. And I'm like, the fuck you say? And I look outside. It's not outside my door. I know this is what's gonna happen. This is gonna suck. It starts to rain like a son of a bitch. I go next door, and there are all like 8-10 of my Moji case boxes that are awkwardly sized and heavy, and I've got to, in the rain, pick them up one by one and run them up my driveway and into my house. So then I was just exhausted, and then I had to go get my wife and kids and stuff. So then I put a couple of them together last night and then finished putting some together today. So finally, that's done. So the next couple of days, I'll just be kind of spacing figures out and posing and stuff like that. But yeah, that was
Son of
That
a
wasn't
bitch.
that wasn't the most fun experience.
So
I will say.
so you were flexing tonight? Yes or no?
Yeah, he was flexing.
You
Oh
were
no,
flexing.
no, the flex hasn't come yet.
D-
That,
yes,
no,
or,
that,
yes,
that hasn't come
yes
yet.
or no? Yes or no?
No, because that hasn't
Okay,
come yet.
that's
It will.
I just need you to say yes or
It
no.
will,
Brendan.
but it hasn't come
Brendan,
yet.
yes or no?
No,
Okay, thank you.
but it will.
We have a super chat from Carlos. This is the last super chat, and then we're going to actually close out the show here. I bought a mint Groot with massive black Sharpie stains on the hand. The seller didn't see it. Sorry, but I do pay 2-3 times for a sealed figure. Yeah, wow. See, that's just why, unless I know you, unless I really know you and I know your track record, I'm just not doing it. Not at all. Hey, we have Collector Zone here. Hey, Bob. He said, hey, Bob. Hey, how you doing, man? So glad to, that was...
No context, just hey Bob.
Hey, Bob. So glad
Like
to
the
see
Bill
you.
Murray movie. What about?
And
Bob?
really
Hey,
quick
Bob.
before we close out here, we are, and like I said, it's a good time. Collector Zone, you came after Marcos. You came at the right time. So starting on the 1st of November, basically, we will actually have it's going to be preparation for a giveaway. This giveaway is going to be given away closer to Thanksgiving, and the theme of this is goodwill. Not you, Will.
Oh,
But
man.
goodwill. So,
I am
not
good,
you,
though.
Will. Nah, you are good.
Especially
Will.
with the well-done steak.
We know you're good. We know.
Oh, no.
He said, I'm saying hello, people. But no, listen. So basically it is, and this is sponsored by Collector Zone as always. I'll put up all the information because this is in early stages. But this is going to be a goodwill giveaway. What I mean by that is you have to show and demonstrate goodwill. I need to have some stories of
Okay,
goodwill.
nice.
And, on how you've actually, or you've contributed to the community or things that you've actually done for your fellow man. I mean, it is the time for that, especially us coming away from COVID. So this is going to be something that is near and dear to my heart because, like I said, it is the gift of giving. And like I said, if you can demonstrate that, and also you have to also subscribe to the Collector Zone Cantina, also subscribe to the channel. And again, it's all about goodwill. Thanksgiving's coming up, so demonstrate that goodwill. Give us some stories,
When is
random.
Black Friday. When is
Black
Friday
Friday
after
is the
Thanksgiving?
day
Right
after
after
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
That's your Boxing Day is after
Thanksgiving?
Christmas. Thanksgiving is on the
Yeah.
26th or the 25th of this
It's always
month.
the last Thursday.
Okay.
The last Thursday of the
I-
month.
Thursday.
I didn't know when it was, but I'm gonna need y'all's help. I don't know if I should talk about it because I don't want to promote any
Yeah.
sellers or anything on someone else's channel. But
Well, you
I'm
definitely
working
can.
with-
Here, Will, Justin, you can do anything you want. I just wanted to actually just let people know.
anything you want.
And you can do anything you want. We're going to actually have this. I'm going to get more in detail. The details on that, actually, if you stay tuned, if you tune in for next week's show, whether it's Comic Book Talk with Friends or Say What next episode on Wednesday, we'll go into more details. I'll finalize it. Now, the giveaway and the item that I'm going to receive here is incredible. I'm not telling anybody what it is until next week, but stay tuned. The giveaway and everything will be finalized, and I'll give you more details. I have videos running and all that, so just stay tuned for next week. Again, it's
that
sponsored.
XM quarter scale war
It's
machine, just so you know.
it is sponsored by Collector Zone, Marcos, and on top of that, like I said, hashtag pow pow pow. That's what we're running right now. That's going to be running the whole month of December. So hashtag pow pow pow, the gift of giving. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I cannot wait. So
You wanna,
yeah, thank you. Yes.
Do you want to know what Toys Wonderland has in store for Black Friday?
Yes, I do. I would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to say the name because I don't want to feel like people are, oh, Justin, you're such a shill. But I thank you. I'll join in the American holiday. From the
Hell
first,
yeah,
they're doing
hell
a Black
yeah.
Friday. They're doing a Black Friday month. So from the 1st to the 30th of November, they're doing 10% off store wide. So not bad, not bad. Double points every Friday. They're doing 20 giveaways, and every live stream for November that we will all be doing on my channel, we will be
Yeah.
giving away an Hot Toys figure every live stream. So 4 figures we'll be giving away,
Wow.
1 figure per week. Sponsored by Toys Wonderland. I don't even care if people are mad at that. You're getting free stuff. Come on now.
Hell yeah.
That's a good promotion. Yeah.
Figures.
That's
Yes.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Justin, what would the shipping charges be like? Because
The giveaways. You're not going to cost you anything.
no, I'm talking about the discounts. Are there going to be discounted shipping rates like last time? Or
Wow. Wow. We're low hanging fruit.
during the
Wow.
shipping promo?
That's
I'm gonna get so much shit for that. I'm so sorry.
Motherfucking
I'm so
Will.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Look at Will. Look at his face.
Look at it. He's gone.
Yeah, you
He's
should
vanished.
run and hide.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
I'm back. Fuck you guys.
You should be ashamed, Will. You should be hiding. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, shipping promo coming soon. Thanks,
Definitely.
Sure
to
hope so.
Will, for letting us all know about that one.
Definitely, man. Good. I'm glad to hear. So again, you got the month of Thanksgiving is going to be incredible. You know, whether it's the giveaway that's happening on Justin's show, the giveaway that's going to be happening here on the Once to Scale
Eternals.
channel. The Eternals is actually coming.
Which
You know what I
isn't getting
mean?
great reviews, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's not doing well. Yeah.
It's
I've
I
seen
didn't
mixed
expect it to.
stuff. I've
you
seen
know what?
mixed Stuff,
I
But
did.
the bad stuff I've seen is from people who clearly have no understanding.
But you know
of
what?
I have
comics
no
or what this
understanding.
is gonna
I'm
be.
happy.
That's how it should be.
I am
That's how
happy.
it should be, Brendan. It should be made for the mass
No,
audience
I don't
who
mean.
has
Sorry,
no
I
understanding.
don't
It's a
mean.
64%.
I don't mean people that don't know
I'm
anything
happy.
about.
Ooh.
I don't mean people that
happy.
don't know anything about their comic origins. I
Layla's-
mean people
Layla's happy.
who aren't
I am.
predisposed to liking
I'm happy.
MCU stuff to begin with.
Let me tell you why I'm happy really quick. And the reason why I say
okay,
this, and again, we're going to actually end the show on this, but the reason why I'm actually happy is because anytime, and it's its track record, it's been shown, anytime you get reviewers, especially people who review these films before they're released, if it's the critics, whatever, they will always say, oh yes, this is an incredible film, you will love it, this, that, and this. So they said the same damn thing about Venom, and that shit was terrible. So I'm happy. Anytime they say that it's bad, I love it. Let me know. You can bring it on.
That about Dune, and I hated it.
I love Dune though. I did
All
love
the
Dune.
reviews that Eternals is getting, I thought that Dune would be getting those reviews. Oh, it's too weird. It's too heady. It's too much. Like you need to know the source material. All of that stuff. I thought that would copy and paste. Those reviews would have been for Dune, but for some reason, because it's so like ethereal and a little bit of fancy poo, you're sitting there with your
Yeah.
your
your caviar,
champagne
yeah.
flute, your caviar, your champagne flute. Dune is
I love
you know,
Dune.
considered.
Shang-Chi
Champagne
will
and
remain the king
caviar
of the year.
dreams.
I love Dune. I loved
Unless
it. I loved it.
Will, Spider-Man,
Maybe Spider-Man. Maybe.
maybe.
Hey, the thing is, and you know what? And you know what? And that's another thing. People are getting their hopes up so high about No Way Home. What if it sucks?
know.
What are you gonna do if it sucks? Because that's what I'm
Apparently
saying. Like,
Lizard was confirmed today. In a
Yeah, he
magazine
was confirmed.
article.
Oh, really?
He was-
him and
Yeah.
him, Lizard and Salmon.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3?
Sandman was- okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing, the bar has been
lot
set
of
so
movies, a lot
high
of
for
villains.
Spider-Man: No Way Home that even if it's just a solid movie,
Right.
people are gonna feel let down. Even if it's just a solid movie, the reviews are gonna say this isn't anything like what it should have been. So that's the hurdle that they're gonna have to clear. That bar is set really high for No Way Home.
Yeah, but Eternals, the 64% absolutely shocks me. The fact that Chloe
It does
Zhao
too,
is
yeah.
directs this film, and the
It
fact that
doesn't.
people were saying this is going to be the best Marvel movie today. Kevin Feige was like, "I'm over the moon with how good this is."
Yeah, he said he's
64
gonna
is
win
shocking.
Best Picture.
Yeah,
or
he said it's
something.
going to be like a Best Picture.
But
Marvel
you know
movie.
what?
I'm just shocked it's at a 64.
I have
I'm
no worries.
Absolutely shocked. I thought
I
it was
have
like a
no
95.
worries whatsoever. And the reason why is because, number one, bro, I'm looking at the people who are reviewing these films, number
Gotcha.
one. No, number two, I mean, again, it's a totally different interpretation. You have Marvel fans, people who are actually a fan of the MCU. They're not fan of comic books. They're fans of the MCU. So they don't really know or have an inkling or an idea of what the concept behind the story really is. Chloe Zhao is also taking, and the thing is, if you're so used to the typical and regular MCU formula and you don't want to see anything different, of course they're not going to like it. They're not, because it's a totally different phase. We're seeing something extremely different, and I like it's because it's a different approach. So again,
Just like Shang-Chi was, and
It-
that
it-
worked
it
out.
killed though, with
and they
reviews,
kill
but-
it. Well, I mean, it killed with reviews, but I mean, look, it was to be expected. It was something that was totally different,
So
but
weird.
at the same time, it still followed the MCU tropes. It still had that MCU feel. This, of course, with Chloe Zhao, is going to be on a totally different platform. It's much bigger. We're looking at something that's completely out of the realm of what you're used to seeing in the MCU. So I'm happy about it. And on top of that, I'm happy when critics don't like it. Because the thing is, it may get a better audience review than it would from a critic. Things like that have actually happened before. They always say, "Yo," I'm gonna tell you, like, case in point. Anytime I hear John Campea say something about how good a film is, I'm like, I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna hate it, and it always turns out that way.
And Robert Meyer
just to put it in
Burnett loves
perspective, just to put it in perspective, the Dark World, Thor: The Dark World is higher rated,
Right.
Than
That's
Eternals
my
is.
thing. Dark World. Like even Iron Man 3 is like
Yeah.
a 70 something. Like
Yeah,
Iron Man 3
so
is
I'm
not.
I'm not
just
going
worried
off of that,
this
though.
I'm worried that this is going to say to Marvel executives, because they do care about critic scores as well as
Yeah, they
well
do.
as audience scores. So I'm worried that this is going to say to them, "Hey, let's not deviate from our
Right.
formula
Take
again,
risks.
because
Yep.
let's not take risks again, because we know that if we do a Shang-Chi, it's a little bit different, but it's still in our same vein. That we know critics are going to love it and audience are going to love it because they want both." So I'm hoping that this doesn't say to them, don't take any more risks, because I want to see them take a few more risks.
I'm
Yeah, I
not
do
worried
too.
about that in the least, because the ripple effects that are going to be felt from this movie, The Eternals, it's going to impact the next 10 movies that come after this. So they're not
Maybe
pulling
they are
the
worried
plug.
about that now.
They're not pulling the plug on this. I guarantee you, they're not pulling the plug on this and saying we're going to scale it back and we're not going to take a risk. Because,
I can see
because
how
I bet it
they've
still
already
performs
committed
well
to a
box
path,
office-wise,
and
yeah.
The Eternals
can
is the
see-
step on that path.
I can see Hot Toys, though, taking a very close look at how this movie performs, and that will determine if we get one or all of the team. Angelina Jolie, of course, is the one that they teased, because they've made an Angelina Jolie figure before in the form of Maleficent. So they probably have some likeness rights worked out already for her. But the other actors, we've seen nothing of them from Hot Toys, and that's why we didn't see anything of them. We just saw that one teaser of just Angelina Jolie's character. So I wouldn't be surprised if the movie doesn't perform all that well, that we only get her, and then that's it.
Right. And Shang-Chi
well,
was just, I mean,
Well, hell, I'll tell you like this. They put all their eggs in one basket for Venom, and that movie fucking sucked.
Yeah.
So the only thing
two
that we're
figures,
actually,
though, so not too bad.
well, no,
Only
actually,
two.
technically one, because that Venom that
that's true. That's
that
true.
Venom that we
Venom.
actually
Just
got,
one, yeah.
so it was
That's
just
true.
one
That's
figure.
a good point. Just one figure, yeah.
So
maybe it's the same.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It could be the same. So again,
will
I
let
think
you
it's
know
all
I'm seeing
subjective.
it
We'll
next
see.
Tuesday for you guys. I'm seeing it next Tuesday for you. So
Yeah, let me
finally I
know
get to
who
see a
does
movie early. I know. I'm
It's so
so
messed
happy
up,
at
dude.
that.
I don't like this.
Will is so angry
You're
about
100% right, though, Lael, because Venom, Let There Be Carnage, that was cinematic constipation.
Yeah, pretty much
like
it
it.
was.
I haven't seen it in the
did.
cinema, so I can't comment. I just saw this blurry
See
ass 720p amp, and I didn't think it was as
That's
horrible
better.
as you're
You don't
saying, but
want-
I will let
yeah,
you know.
you don't-
No, I liked it.
You
I thought it
need
was
no
good.
more
Like an 8.
clarity on that.
You like Venom?
I like Venom too, yeah. I gave it like an 8. Yeah, I think it's solid.
Wow.
Is it? Do you guys not like it because, like, I don't know, Carnage is different to like comic book version, or did you just
No.
just a bad
It can
film?
be different from the comic version. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I think the execution of that film sucked. The pacing was off.
The pacing was not great. Yeah.
The,
was
they, the
very
pacing
was
was
atrocious.
terrible.
The pacing
It's
and
very
writing was
fast.
atrocious.
Yeah, like they,
No,
they-
it was not good.
people-
And
people-
those also aren't the characters. They're
people
just
talk
not.
about Canto Bite in The Last Jedi. They
Will's
talk about
favorite
Canto
part.
Bite. There's a scene in this film that mimics that. It was not needed at all. It was
okay,
not
I feel
needed.
you.
So
I'll watch
that's
2 hours of Canto Bite on loop before I watch that movie again.
ever again.
Canto
And
Bite is
even
awful.
right now, who's talking about it?
Not
Like
as bad
who's
as
literally
Venom,
talking
Let There Be
about Venom
Carnage.
right now?
Yeah,
Nobody's really talking about that film right now. So again,
Nobody's
you
really
see it
talking
all
about
things
Shang-Chi
subjective.
anymore either.
And it did really well.
Yeah.
They will
I think
on
Venom,
Disney.
Venom
they-
performed pretty well. I think.
They will on Disney Plus Day.
Yeah.
November.
Shang-Chi's
November
a better
12th
film.
is
It's not
Disney
even
Plus
close.
Day,
I
mean-
and that's when Shang-Chi
Oh,
goes to
absolutely.
Disney
Shang-Chi
Plus.
is.
Like it's not even close.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi's
yeah,
in a different
absolutely.
stratosphere. I mean,
Yeah.
It's not even
incredible.
on the same. Yeah,
No.
it's not even in the same.
Venom 2 is
realm.
okay. Like it's good, but Shang-Chi is like elite tier comic
No,
book
Venom
film.
2 is not good.
Somebody said
fancy-
Angelina
it's
Jolie
fancy.
figure might end
Fancy
up
film.
being a Padme. That's true.
Shang-Chi, I think, is one of those rare films that everyone will love. I feel like everybody's gonna like it. Like it's I would be shocked to hear someone not like it.
Venom is annoying. The voice interaction of Eddie and Venom. I can't finish the movie. That's the truth. You know what? Here's what you do. Here's what you do, Justin.
Horrible.
Justin, buy a ticket for another film and then go see
That's
Venom.
what Vinny did. Yeah.
Just buy a ticket for another film and just go in and see it. At least you can say that you didn't actually put money towards trash. I'm telling you, when you see it.
I've already bought tickets for Venom. I've already bought tickets.
Okay. You'll see it. I don't know. It's up in the air for me, but
what they do to Cletus Cassidy in that movie is a fucking travesty.
I will say right now as it stands, my film of the year. Sorry. As much as I love Shang-Chi, Dune is my film of the year right now.
Wow,
That's me.
okay.
That's me.
It's Shang-Chi for me.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me. And the thing is, I love Shang-Chi, but it's the execution, and I'm looking at the thing is, it's because this was a better iteration of Dune than the '80s film was, because of the involvement and because of the feel of it. And I think I was just looking for the emotional connection in it. And again, just keep in mind, this is the first film. It's just Act 1. It is just Act 1, so it's a slow build. I'm telling you, it's gonna get better. But anyway, go see Venom, and you said you're gonna see Shang-Chi when?
Me, I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, so go see it in a better quality, and I hope when you get there, that nothing goes wrong.
Wait, I thought you already went to see Shang-Chi.
No, he saw it at
I saw
drive-in.
I saw
Yeah, it
half.
wasn't great.
I saw half of it, but if you remember, the last part of the movie was a shot in the fucking almost night, and
Right.
seeing it in the drive-in through windscreen wipers and a dim-ass screen, I couldn't see anything. So literally, I don't know if the
that
action
sucks.
was good. I don't know if, like, the nighttime scene on the scaffolding, I couldn't see
Yeah.
anything. I didn't even know people, like, some of the stuff that I saw on YouTube, clips afterwards. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's insane. But I
And
just
you had no
literally
idea.
didn't see it at
I honestly,
all.
my favorite second favorite movie of the year for me was actually Mortal Kombat. I love that.
And on that note, hi guys. This is $5 chat. Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Love all your streams. Keep up the good work. I can't believe Will just said that. Oh yeah, almost forgot this. Will release Pennywise. Yeah, bro. See,
Yo, Mortal Kombat was lit. Y'all are tripping for real.
Mortal
That
Kombat
shit
was
was
fun. I had fun
I
with
loved it.
Yeah.
But I'm a big
First
MK
of all,
fan, so-
Will, it's just you saying it was
Heard
lit.
twice.
Y'all are tripping. It didn't
y'all
roll
are
off the
tripping.
tongue for you.
It
Let's
was lit AF. as the
let's
kids
not-
say.
let's
you know what?
Let's not
Listen.
do that. But I think it was actually decent, minus the fact that there was no actual Mortal Kombat in Mortal Kombat. I think it was actually like decent.
It was better than
Let's
Venom.
see if they do. It was way better than Venom.
It was better than Venom. Let me address the chat real quick, and then we're gonna get out of here, guys. Again, like before we go, and before I get to the chat, Justin, what you got coming up next, bro?
The freaking cap should be here tomorrow, hopefully.
Nice.
And that's the in-game. Which
yes,
version?
Sir. 2012
Okay.
in-game version, so that should be here hopefully tomorrow. Aside from that, I'm reviewing this ZD Toys Iron Man Mark 1. It's like a
cool.
10th scale, I think. I don't know what the scale this is. Anyway, I'm reviewing that, and there'll be, I'm sure, a whole bunch of other random stuff coming as well.
Just can't wait, man. We'll be tuning in, and I can't wait to hear how your voice changes, considering the simple fact that you got that smooth ass haircut.
He took the red pill, man. He's Neo.
Foxification, Sleepy. I'm gonna call him Sleepy Will right now. Will, sleepy ass. Will, what you got coming up next, bro?
That's just my face, man. I don't know. I just look sleepy all the time. So I got the live stream on Sunday, Collectors Mingle. So that'll be fun. I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but I guess we'll figure it out like we do the day of. And there'll be always releases.
I know what we're going to talk about. Is Optical gonna be on there?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I know what we're going to talk about. I know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, something with meat.
I know
maybe,
exactly
but,
what we're gonna
probably
talk
like
about.
well done meat, but I don't know.
I know exactly.
But then
Oh,
I'll also talk
fucking
about. I'm going to
Christ.
review The Last Duel and No Time to Die. So those are in progress. So
Okay.
just working slowly on them, but I'm getting them there. So
Okay.
maybe I'll do the Loki helmet. I don't know, but it is scratched right now. So
Wear
I
it.
gotta fix
Well, you need to put it on.
I know.
Justin
you need to put it
really
on,
wants
bro.
me to wear the Loki helmet. And
You
Figures
need
and
to put it
Flicks
on.
is dropping Friday. So.
Figures and Flicks. So you need to. Put
I
that
think it's
on.
a good. I think it's one of our better episodes. I don't know. I think
Yeah, I think so too.
it's gonna get some people very spicy
Wait.
because I didn't like Dune. So.
Brendan is also gonna love the cold open. I mean, seriously.
Oh, he will.
Yeah.
He'll
Gee,
love it.
the cold opens are just getting weirder and weirder with you.
Oh,
guys.
this one's
They
very
really-
weird.
They really are.
This one is very weird. Trust
Very
me.
weird.
Brendan,
Oh, and by the way, play the Guardians of the Galaxy game. It is really fucking good.
It's
I
good?
am having
It's next on
so
my
much
list.
fun
Yeah,
with it.
I'm gonna do that one.
It
Okay.
is everything that I hated about the because people are like, oh, they made the Avengers game. Everything that I hated about the Avengers game is not here. It's a proper single-player, story-driven game. There is no let's go to the table and stand there and pick the mission, and then there's a little countdown, and it's not like that. It's
Also,
proper,
it's the same publisher. It's not the same game studio, developer studio. There's a
Correct.
difference. It's the same publisher, but different people actually made this game.
okay.
It is exceptionally good, and if you do play it, make sure to look up how to find the 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy film costumes before you play it, because I've missed one, and I'm a little bit sad because I wanted to put Rocket in his 2014 Guardians film costume, and I missed it. It's in the first mission, and my stupid ass didn't look it up, so now he's wearing this weird thing. He's got like this little beard thing hanging down. I'm mad about that. And Steph like, just go back, and I'm like on like mission like chapter 6, and she's like, just go back, and I'm like, I can't go back to the first mission, restart the whole game just for this costume. Yeah, so
We'll get you there, bro. You'll get it.
Yeah.
Don't
play
worry.
it.
Just keep going.
Play it. Just play it. I spoke to Ryan yesterday, and he said, "Oh, I only play games because I just want to shoot up people with my boys." And I was like, "No, Ryan. Games can be so much more than that." He's like, "I don't play single player games." It's like, Ryan, you are doing
love
yourself a
single-player
disservice. That's like saying I don't watch story driven films. I only watch crap.
Right.
No. You wanna give yourself that opportunity. Ryan, if you're here, play the damn game.
It's the only game. It's the
gotta
only
love
game
it.
I'm,
I
I'm
can
waiting
tell
on
you
right
he's
now.
not
This is the
gonna
only.
because
This is the only game I'm waiting on.
That
Right now.
game's
He's gonna be sending me an invite in like a couple of minutes to play Call of Duty because we play Call of Duty like every other night. So
Who, you and Ryan? Ryan
Yeah.
Kirkwood. I mean, not Ryan.
Oh, I thought you meant Jetta Patrol.
No, I mean Ryan Kirkwood. My
Oh,
boy
Ryan
over in Hong
Kirkwood,
Kong.
my roommate. What are
Well,
you doing
Ryan
with your
Kirkwood,
life,
if
man?
you're in there and
know.
you also want to
Last
join in
of Us,
on our
Spider-Man,
Call of Duty
you know.
multiplayer, then you
Ghost.
hit me up.
Ryan
Ghost of
only
Tsushima?
plays multiplayer online games, it seems, at this point, so we need to convert him to understand how good a story-driven game can
Oh, those
be.
are my favorite. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
God
they
of
are my
War,
favorite too.
yeah.
I
Ghost
could,
of
if someone said to
Tsushima,
me,
Uncharted, yeah.
Yeah, story driven is the
exactly.
way
If
to
someone
go.
said to me, "You're never going to play a multiplayer game again. You can only play story-driven," I would say, "Yes, please."
Yeah, that's if I
Let's
choose.
go.
Very
it's
Give me
100%. It's not
Spider-Man,
even
give me
close.
Miles Morales, yep. Wolverine coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the only
Yeah, yeah.
game.
Anyway,
There's-
I won't
there's-
take up your
there's-
airtime anymore. I will
There's
be
there's
quiet.
there's only one game that I'm worried about right
It's
now.
gonna be crazy.
That's the only game that I'm
Don't
psyched
lie,
up.
you're
I'll
gonna
play everything
the
else.
shit out of Spider-Man 2. You know you
Yeah,
will.
but that's not as important as
Yeah,
this
of
game
course.
is for me. So sorry about that. Anyway, Brendan, what you have coming up next, bro? Sorry, I have to do this one more time. Just be quiet real quick. This is the only game that I'm worried I'm focused on. So once it's released
is
and we
important, yes.
get that Reverend Hot toy, then that's how
Oh
it's gonna
yeah,
be.
oh yeah.
So anyway, Brendan, go ahead, bro. What you wait one more time. We just got to show people this is real quick. Yes. All right, go ahead, bro. What you got to say?
Just man, just a reposing session, just going through the whole collection and spacing stuff out now that these are all in and doing some reposing. So that'll be fun. It's a lot more fun than the actual building of cases and displays. So yeah, just gonna be doing that and then waiting on. I know it looks like the SSR Hush Batman should be shipping.
Mine shipped.
Soon.
Mine shipped.
Awesome. So it should be shipping soon. And then I guess there was a slight delay, and now the Underground King, aka the Kingpin from the PS4 Spidey game, should be shipping around like November 10th. So just a couple more weeks for that. So I'm excited about that. And then I'm excited, like you guys heard it here earlier, Justin guaranteed that on Monday the Flash is being released. He guaranteed that on Tuesday the Shore Trooper
I?
Grunt is going to be released, and then he guaranteed that
Sure I
Cyborg
didn't.
Spidey is coming on Wednesday.
Wow.
100% money in the bank. So Justin's
Please let
stamp
the
of
source
approval.
be wrong, please.
Brendan's words, not mine. Let me just put that out
We need
there.
Guaranteed.
Justin. Loki's got to be out soon. We need Loki, dude.
Well,
I don't know if you
we'll
know,
see.
Will, but it's kind of not how the rumors work. It's like, I know what you're saying, but like, it's low key though.
Well, but
You
we always
kinda-
thought Clone Wars Ahsoka, and she still hasn't come out.
She still
So-
hasn't come.
Oh my
I don't
God,
know
She'll
I
come
what the
before
hell.
Pennywise.
Yeah, she might.
What the hell is going on with Ahsoka,
That's what I'm
bro?
saying. We always say Clone Wars Ahsoka, she's coming, and then she just hasn't. Everyone's
Hasn't-
dropping before her. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is going
don't
on
know.
with that? Like, I don't know. Like, they
Honestly,
just
at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the Boba Fett 2-pack before we got Ahsoka.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
that's not
don't know.
that's not in the realm
Someone
of
was-
disbelief.
Someone was giving us a bit of a, winky, sneaky thing, saying, "Oh, your Boba's going to be out next." But it seems like like I said, it's going to release exactly when they said it was going to release, which is around November, December. So it hasn't been moved up. It's the same. Sorry,
thought
Ryan. We love you. But
No, but the
it's
Boba
gonna stick
Fett
where it
2-pack,
is.
I thought that wasn't supposed to be until 2022. I thought that was supposed to be like
No.
March or something.
It's Q4 to Q1. I'm pretty sure Q4 2021 to Q1 2022.
Okay, I thought it
So
was
it's
Q1,
where
Q2,
it is.
2022. That's what I.
I don't
That's
know,
why I
we'll
thought.
see.
No, maybe that's the other one. Maybe that's the other one.
Oh, all right.
We'll see how it goes. Anyway,
You know.
follow these guys. As always,
Well done.
again, hey,
Or don't.
or don't. Hey,
Don't
no,
feel
no,
bullied.
no.
Don't feel
Follow the
pressured
guys.
into anything.
Followed everybody
Nobody's
here,
trying
and
to
just
steal your
remember,
120.
we are not rich, some bitches. We just know how to spend money on figures that we love. We're not rich. We love Will. So if you're Team Will, we are
love
too. Yeah, if you're Team Will, we are too.
I was
So
with
you don't
you
have to get in
until
anybody's
that.
chat.
Less-
You don't have to
less
get
because
on.
of the state,
So
though.
let me just reference it. Tonight's show is about to end. If you feel that if you feel the need to basically flood the messages or actually flood the just leaving like little comments and talking about you didn't like this and like that, okay, you can be opinionated, but don't bash people seriously, because it will be removed. I'm just letting you know that right now. So I'll be watching. So if you do it on purpose, hee hee ha ha, okay, cool. But I will be watching. So anyway, follow the channel, subscribe to 16 Scale Man YouTube channel. We will have, again, comic book talk with friends on Monday, where we will probably talk about Jack Kirby's history of the Eternals. We're not going to be talking about the film, but Jack Kirby's history of the Eternals. If you want to actually get caught up on history of the Eternals, we will actually be discussing that on Monday. We were supposed to do it this past Monday, but Dune was just, the topic of discussion, which I did love that show. But we'll be doing that on Monday, so stay tuned. Also next Wednesday, on Say What, we'll, whatever actually releases, we'll probably be talking about that. Can't wait to be on Justin's show on Tuesday. We just go and run down some stuff, so I can't wait for that. Will's show on Sunday, where we actually just have a talk, and I'm pretty sure I know what we're going to be talking about, though. And if we don't talk about it, I'm going to bring it up. So I'm not even going to tell him. I just want him to be scared for the next couple of days. But anyway, yes. So just tune in for that. And again, do tune in for Comic Book Talk with Friends, and also Say What on Wednesday, because like I said, you'll get more details on the giveaway. We will be having Uncivilized Scoundrels once Mario is settled in his new digs. Hey, there goes my daughter. How are you, Skylar, baby? So glad that you came. Hey, better late than never. But yes, so again, just tune in. We have more details on the giveaway next week. And yeah, it'd be something special, man. So just tune in. Like we always do before we go, let me address the chat. If there's a few people in here. We have Tobar, Joe Mock in the building. Thank you for that. We have my baby, Skylar. Thank you for coming through, Punkin. We have Bloodsport, Chess for Den, Jazzy. We have Tobar, S Beam, Benny Gregerson. Thank you for coming through. Ryan R. Bob Dylan. I hope you got some GIFs.
That's kind of his thing.
Really? You
For
want,
us.
What? You
So-
want like a peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, I hope you got
sandwich?
some
Is that what
GIFs.
you want?
We got Carbonite Kids, Quavo 383. We got Derek Sandoval. Captain Ultraman's in the building. I love that name.
Hey.
He, she, we, big boobs. What? I love that name.
Sorry, what?
He, she,
she,
we,
we.
big boobs.
That's a really good.
Yo,
name.
that's the good name. Blackbird
my
Tech coming
like
through.
that.
He, she, we, Infinity Ultron. Collect Zone. Thank you, Marcos, for coming through. We have, let's see here, Emilio Lopez. I saw Will Falsification.
Always.
We have, let's see here, Blackbird Tech. We have, is he, she, we, big boobs. Yo, what the hell? Carbonite Kid. Let me see here. Who else we got? DT Artman's in the building. Benny Gregerson. I said that Miguel Munoz. Let's see here. Derek Zandoval's in the building. Let's see here. Big Collectors. Supposed to have you on tonight. You came in and out. Hopefully get that straightened out. We'll see you again. Let me see here. Angel's in the building. Thank you for coming. My baby Toya was in the building. Justin Maffett. Let me see here. Man, we got quite a few people. Lynch Design. Lynch, thank you for coming through, man. Always it's a pleasure to have you here, bro. Can't wait till we talk about Eternals on Monday. Let me see here. Did I get this super chat? Nonito Gonzalez Ruiz, he said, Will, put on the helmet. Everybody wanted you to put that helmet on. Wes.
I know, man. The people
you got to do it next time, man. But yeah, DK was in the building. Ryan Ramirez, Slabs and Statues was in the building. Thanks for coming through. Yeah. Good chat. Good chat tonight. As always, be kind to one another. Love each other, man. Like I said, we're all here for you guys. We try to bring you, the best content we can. We are Team Will once again. So come on, man. Don't hate us. You know what I mean? Just because sometimes we may disagree with Will's views on certain things, we still love him. But, we disagree sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't like I'm just going to go to his house and whoop his ass. He's too far. He's in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Don't
so
do it.
stop. Stop playing. Stop that. We love each other.
Well done steak.
Yeah, well done, State. I don't know where you came with that.
It's the best, dude.
Yeah, you lost some followers because of that one. So I'll let you know.
Probably.
You did lose some followers. Anyway,
That's what you get for eating at Olive Garden all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
guys, thank you for coming through and for the amazing panel and for Justin showing off his haircut tonight. You know what I mean? He stepped away. He had to come back and get smooth. I see what you did there. I did see
He's
what you did there.
classy looking, dude.
You know what I mean? He's real classy looking. He's trying to step out in some style. I'll see how
He's
that
the
goes.
new
Anyway,
Kingpin.
thank you guys for coming through. This was a long ass chat, but I guess it needed to be that way. Anyway, we'll try to shave some time next time, but I keep forgetting we have Brendan on the show, so it's always gonna go for 2 hours.
Motherfucker, you
I'm just-
You gotta add an hour.
I'm fucking with you, bro. You know I love you. Well, anyway, yeah, tune in next week. We love you guys. Sleep well. Have a nice weekend. Hey, also, November 1st is coming, so that means Christmas music we playing throughout, and I cannot wait because I'm a big Christmas fan. Fuck y'all if y'all not, because I love it. Anyway, I'll see you later on. Same time next week. We love y'all. Peace.